Simply yours.
The Ravens face the Steelers Sunday on Channel 4.
The helm of LSU football, Charlie McClendon won more games than any other Tiger coach. Nick Saban is the 7th man hired to be Charlie Mack's successor. Now in his 2nd year as the appointed heir, Saban and the Tigers trying to recapture the magic and once again become a regular among the SEC elite. We welcome you to the Home Depot SEC on CBS. Homecoming in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Mid-morning parade. Down University Boulevard. Alums and students gathering on the campus of the University of Alabama for this homecoming afternoon and an SEC Western Division encounter featuring the LSU Tigers, who come in 4-3, and the Alabama Crimson Tide, who come in with a 3-4 record. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Vern Lundquist along with Todd Blackledge and Jill Arrington. Welcome again to Tuscaloosa. Two teams today hovering around the 500 mark. One 4-3, the other 3-4. But there still remain attainable goals for both of these teams, as we heard in these comments from respective players.
We can still make a bowl game. You know, we want to play in the postseason, and that's something that's still within our reach, and we're going to be able to control that. So we have to just regroup, and you know, we let a few slip away from us, but we can't let that just destroy the rest of the season.
We believe that it would not be hard for us to win out for the rest of this season, for the simple fact that we have the ability. I mean, we've been in every game that we've played in this year, and we just couldn't find a way to win out the close games. So we've set pretty high goals for ourselves, and we believe we can win out.
Well, Todd, 4-3 and 3-4, but the coaches still have something to preach about because there are things that they can reach.
Well, Vern, make no mistake, both these coaches are building for the future. They're building programs, but in the short term, you heard the guys say they can still have a winning season, still get to a bowl game, and so right now they've circled the wagons. Both teams have said it's a 4-game schedule, and the critical first game of that schedule is today.
Well, at home, Alabama will call again on Tyler Watts at quarterback.
He's doing a great job running the option, bringing back the history at Alabama, but as we take a look at the Exxon and Mobil virtual playbook, this is a different option than they ran in the past. It's not the triple option. It's what's known as the speed option, which means the fullback leads out on the perimeter to block. Tyler Watts comes down the line, and they try to put one defender in a bind. The old adage for a quarterback running the option, when in doubt, don't pitch it out. And Tyler Watts has done a great job of running the football as well as throwing, averaging 230 yards a game to lead the team in total offense. The thing the option does, Vern, is it makes a defense play sound on both sides, and it opens up big opportunities in the play-action passing game. And I think for Alabama to win today, these two guys, Freddie Millins and Antonio Carter, have to make big plays down the field in the play-action passing game.
LSU, Todd, comes in with the better record, 4-3, but there is a buzz in Baton Rouge, and quite candidly, it's a negative buzz because they lost at home to Ole Miss in their most recent outing.
Yeah, did not play very well against Ole Miss, and that's reflective of their quarterback, Rohan Davey. He's the leader on this team on and off the field, and in the 4 wins, he's played very well. The 3 losses, not so good. Last week, only 9 of 23, but he's a big physical guy, can make a lot of big throws down the field, and he's got to play well today. Now, he's got 2 guys who can flat out go and get it as receivers. First, you got Josh Reed, his main receiver, the go-to guy, 45 catches on the year. He had his streak of 100-yard games broken last week against Ole Miss, but he can make people miss when he gets the ball in his hands. And then they've got a true freshman, Michael Clayton, out of Baton Rouge, 6'4", 185 pounds. He scored 5 touchdowns this year, 2 of them last week. This one on a 29-yard reverse, and later on in the same ball game, a 39-yard touchdown catch that was as fine of a catch that you'll see all year in college football, the one-handed grab. 2 guys that will cause a lot of problems for this Alabama secondary today.
Homecoming afternoon, early November. The weather could not be more splendid. 81 degrees, 42%, no rain in the forecast. Gorgeous day. As the LSU Tigers won the toss and deferred until the second half, and that means that Alabama will return the opening kickoff. Here is John Corbello. This has been an outstanding special teams aspect of LSU's season. They are yielding an average of under 15 yards per kickoff return. This one comes to the near side. Jason McCadley will gather it in at the 3. He's got a little bit of room and is spilled as he gets out near the 27-yard line. Tackle made by number 10, LeVar Johnson. And we go down to the third member of our commentary team. Here's Jill Arrington.
Well, Vern, this LSU-Alabama rivalry is a unique one. The visiting team has won in 19 of the past 30 games. Well, that trend is starting to change. Alabama won in '99 here at home. LSU won at Tiger Stadium last year. Well, Alabama needs a win in front of this homecoming crowd, but LSU has had some success the last 2 games on the road.
All right, Jill, thank you. First down and 10. Tyler Watts will throw on first down. Comes left side, and McCadley bobbles the ball. It is incomplete. Here's Tyler Watts for the season. Has started every game. Won the job in 2-a-days over the senior Andrew Zhao. 55%, 9 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions. Yeah. He's done a wonderful job on the ground as well.
Yeah, he really has. He's had a couple games, 3 games actually, over 100 yards rushing. And you mentioned it, he's not thrown interceptions, which has been a huge key for Dennis Franchione.
There's Terry Jones, the tight end, in motion. Right side, there's Jones, and he is tackled immediately by Norman Lejeune, number 36, who is getting the start at strong safety today. Let's check the Crimson Tide offense. Britt, Smiley, Ephraim, Portis, and Mathis up front. And Galloway, Donnie Lau in the backfield. Millens and Carter the wideouts, and Terry Jones is the tight end. Gain of 2 for Terry Jones, the senior tight end. 3rd and 8. Alabama from their own 29-yard line. Ray Hudson is in as a running back, and Hudson gets the pass out of the backfield. Knocked out of bounds short of the first down at the 34-yard line. And before they leave the field, let's give you a quick look at the Louisiana State defensive group. Kipps, Dawson, Lavallee, and Green up front. The linebackers, outstanding trio. Lawrence, Falk, and Brady James. They are outstanding. The secondary has had problems. It's James, Clark, Lejeune, and Hookfin. This is the dead last rated pass secondary in the country in Division I. Dominic Davis back to return the punt of Lane Bearden. Had one of 71 yards for a touchdown in the loss, and this is a line drive punt. It will go out of bounds up near the 34-yard line.
Vern, that's what a good punt returner will do. It'll get in the head of a punter. That time Lane Bearden very cautious of kicking it directly to Davis, and he ends up getting a fairly poor kick.
Rohan Davey, 56% for the season, 10 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions. Had a streak earlier in the year of 125 without an interception, but he is coming off a very poor performance.
Yeah, and he admits it. I mean, he put his team in some bad situations. He never looked comfortable last week at home against Ole Miss. It'd be important for him to get off to a good start.
Quick flip. They've got a man open outside. This is Josh Reed, who is having a stellar season. Number 25, the junior from Rayne, Louisiana.
Josh Reed is a former running back, so he knows how to make people miss in the open field. He also picks up a nice block by Myers, his other wide receiver out there. But you see what he can do when he sticks his foot in the ground and changes directions. That's the best thing that Josh Reed does, is what he can do after he makes the catch.
Picked up 15. He's closing on a 1,000-yard season in this, the 8th game. Now Davey out of the shotgun, 3 wides to the left side. The handoff in the backfield. LeBrandon Tofield, who missed much of the game against Ole Miss because of a high ankle sprain. He runs into Kenny King. Let's check this LSU offense now. Tofield does get the start up front. Reed, Peterman, Wilkerson, a true freshman. Dwayne Pierce and Baggett. Tofield and Solomon Lee in the backfield. Jarrell Myers and Josh Reed, the wideouts, and the tight end, Robert Royal. DiMaggio, the other tight end, is in the backfield now as a blocking back. Here's play action. Davey back, flips it out. He's got Robert Royal. The tight end breaks the tackle and struggles down the sidelines inside Alabama territory.
LSU has some talented tight ends. One's in the backfield. The other one is going to run the route right here, Robert Royal. But watch Tofield get the block on Rashid. That takes the blitzing linebacker away and allows Davey to get the ball to Robert Royal. But this team has excellent tight ends that are very, very versatile in the things they can do.
First down and 10 at the 35. Opening series for LSU. Split backs. Here's Davey coming to the right for Reed. Overthrows him. Gerald Dixon was defending. Now let's set this Alabama defense up front. Naughton, McKay Lozier, Jarrett Johnson, Kenny King, and Todd Bates, a true freshman.
Big key. As you take a look at the linebackers, probably the strength of this Alabama team. They can all run. Defensive backs have given up a lot of plays, and particularly in the fourth quarter, they've struggled making plays. Good athletes, but have not played with a great deal of confidence so far in the season.
Dennis Franchione, 50 years of age, first season as the head coach at Alabama. Second down and 10. Michael Clayton, the freshman, is split wide to the left side, and Reed goes over to join him. Davey. Inside catch by Gerald Myers. And he is dropped at the 29-yard line. Dennis Franchione, the choice to replace Mike DeBose, having served 3 years at TCU, where he had a marvelous record. Began his coaching career in his native Kansas at Southwestern back in '81 and '82. He is a graduate of Pittsburgh State in Kansas, where he also served as head coach from '85 to '89.
Mighty Gorillas of Pittsburgh State.
3rd and 4. Here comes the blitz. Davey goes right. He's got Reed. And that is going to be, I believe, enough for the first down. Yes, the spot, and there's a flag on the far side of the field. Kenny King was involved with Peterman in a little wrestling match away from the ball.
One of the reasons we're probably going to see more blitzing out of Alabama is because they're missing their best front guy. Kendall Moorhead is their best defensive lineman and their best pressure guy on the quarterback. He leads the team in sacks and quarterback pressures. He is out with an injury that he suffered at the end of the Tennessee game. And so they're going to be forced to bring linebackers more than they probably would like to. And what Nick Saban has to be thrilled about.
Dead ball. Personal foul against the defense. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
You take a look at the specifics on Kendall Moorhead. Just really an outstanding player. A guy who plays hard down after down. And he got hurt at the end of the Tennessee game. And they were hoping that the open week might get him back for this game. But not able to come back as a sprained knee. And probably will be back next week. But they will miss him today because of his push up front.
After the penalty, it's first down at the 12 in a scoreless first quarter. Draw play, Tofield coming right. Knocked down. Gerald Dixon got low. The tackle made at the 9-yard line. Well, like Dennis Franchione, Dick Saban, 50 years of age, celebrated his birthday last Tuesday. In his second season as the head coach at LSU, having served at Michigan State, Saban began his coaching career collegiately as a head coach at Toledo in 1990. He graduated from Kent State, the mighty Golden Flashes, right, in 1973. Played for Don James there as a defensive back. 2nd and 7 at the 9. Davey has time, goes for Solomon Lee, the fullback, and a flag is down in the end zone.
I think we got a defensive holding against Robert Royal, the tight end who was crossing the field. It was a mismatch because Gerald Dixon, the defensive cornerback, is a much smaller guy trying to cover the tight end coming across the field and got caught with the hold. Watch as he comes across the field. Right there's the hold. Gerald Dixon, the arm around the waist of Robert Royal. You know, the red long sleeve shirt on the white jersey, pretty easy to pick up for the referee.
Here's Harold Mitchell, the referee.
Holding on the defense against the eligible pass receiver. Automatic first down, half the distance to the goal.
Vern, right now, the best news for LSU and what has to be worrisome to Dennis Franchione is the start that Rohan Davey is off to. Last week, he missed his first 3 passes, threw them high, and then his 4th pass was picked off, and he never got into a groove. Today, in the first possession, he has looked very sharp throwing the football. They got some easy completions early in this drive, and now you see 4 for 5. A great start on the road for the senior quarterback.
2nd down at the 5. First and goal, beg your pardon. They've changed the box after the penalty. Here's Tofield. Gets a couple to the 3-yard line.
Vern, one thing about this LSU football team is, you know, they've got a lot of skill guys. I mean, Davy's a skill guy. They've got the good receivers outside in Reed and Clayton. But the team's personality changes when LeBrandon Tofield is in the football game. When he can play, they are a much more physical football team that can really run the football in short yardage and goal line situations. He just has a real effect on this team's personality.
LSU goes with a double tight end set. DiMaggio and Royal. Royal to the left side. Reed is tight. And here's the handoff. Tofield. He skirts in for the touchdown. Picture-perfect start for the Tigers of LSU.
And that's what I was talking about with Tofield. I mean, he just brings a different dimension as a power runner, and the offensive line feeds off of that. Now, Dominic Davis, a very talented back, but Tofield has the ability to break a lot of tackles. And when he's healthy, he's as good as there is in this league. And Nick Saban knows he's got a good first touchdown.
John Corbello for the extra point.
There's a flag on the play.
LeBrandon Tofield, 3-yard run, his 11th touchdown of the season, and it has been an injury-filled year for LeBrandon Tofield.
Yeah, he has had very few games where he's been 100% healthy, and he's not 100% today. I mean, he banged up his ankle again last week, and but he's a very mentally and physically tough guy who doesn't let on to injuries very much. I was talking to Jimbo Fisher, and he said, I asked him about him this week in practice. He said, you know what, when you were watching him, he acted like he was 100%, but if you turned away and snuck a look back, you could tell that it was still bothering him a little bit. He just didn't want to show any signs of weakness on that ankle.
That penalty against Alabama is declined, so the extra point knocked home by Corbello. Impressive start for the Tigers of LSU.
I'm Dell Enterprise. Servers, storage, and premier services. Sure, I keep your critical apps up and running. Microsoft, i2, SAP. But first I work with you directly to preload and pre-test them, so they scream from day one. How fast can I deploy your critical apps? How fast can you plug me in? Rapid deployment, maximum uptime. Easy as Dell. Dell PowerEdge servers use Intel Pentium 3 Xeon processors.
What do you think of this one?
I think it's nice.
Would you care to take a closer look?
Thanks.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know. Very sparkly.
How about I put some chili on it?
Nice.
It's Chili Makes It Better month at Sonic, featuring our extra long coney covered with meaty chili and shredded cheese. Get one now with a large order of tots for just $2.99. And if you just can't get enough chili, try these other chili favorites, like our Fritos chili pie.
At the Home Depot, we're driving down the cost of home improvement. With new lower prices like this 10-foot closet organizer from Mills Pride. It was $49, now it's just $34.95. It makes even small spaces work harder. Just look for the hammer symbol. It means we've got lower prices. Nailed.
Prime time to noontime. On the NFL Today, he focuses on the Redskins' future. Plus, Mike Ditka's back with the Bears, the new monsters of the Midwest. Sunday on CBS.
7-0 LSU, a 66-yard drive on their first possession of the ball game. 9 plays, helped in no small measure by 2 penalties against Alabama. Tofield, 11 touchdowns for the year. He got off to such a sensational start in the season opener with a 183-yard effort and 4 TDs, but as we said, he's been fighting injuries since then. Here's Corbello with the kick. And this will be McCadley who backs up and takes it at the 1-yard line. The fleet wide receiver, he is a track star. And another flag is down. This has all the appearances of being the 3rd penalty against Alabama accepted. There was 1 declined. They are an off-penalized team. They've been flagged 61 times this year, but 29 of those came in 2 games.
Yeah.
They had 15 in the opener against UCLA, and then 14 in a huge win against UTEP. Now this view from above being provided this afternoon by the Saturn light ship. Red in color, and there she goes. 165 feet in length. Gentle giant of the skies is the newest airship in the world. I'm reading this. Can you tell? Saturn hopes you enjoy the game.
Waxing poetically on us.
Well, I didn't say red in color, as it says. I just called it red. Taking the pedantic way out. Here's 1st and 10 after the flag, and Tyler Watts 2 of 3 for 7 yards.
They opened up the last series throwing just about every down. I expect we'll see the option some on this series.
Santonio Beard is in the running back spot, number 34, fresh from a sensational effort in a losing cause against Tennessee. And Beard gets the handoff. He had 10 carries for 141 yards in the most recent outing for Alabama. That set a brand new record for yards per carry in a game of 14.1.
You know, and a lot of people, Alabama fans, probably wondering, why isn't he playing more? Why isn't he starting over Ahmad Galloway? And there's more to being a running back in major college football than just running the football. You see the numbers. Look at that average per carry for Beard, better than Galloway, but there's more things to do. You got to block, pass protection, carrying out fakes, all of those things, and Beard's getting better and better at that each week.
Here's the option, Tyler Watts, and as Todd explained to you in the open of our telecast, when in doubt,
don't pitch it out. That's right. When in doubt, don't pitch it out. And some guys like to run it more than others, and Tyler Watts likes to run the football. You see the fullback lead the blocking, and then right there, that's the guy they're optioning. If he takes the pitch, the quarterback runs it. And Tyler Watts knows what to do when he gets on the edge there. It's a thing, the option that forces defenses to be honest and takes away a little bit of that pressure edge because they've got to be fundamentally sound on both sides of their formation.
See the total for the season versus the 13 quarterbacks who preceded him over an 18-year period. 1st down and 10. This is Freddie Millens in motion, number 15. Here's the option other way. Back it up. Here comes the pressure. Lavallee, but they've got Millens open. Millens down at the 50-yard line. Lavallee really got a shot at Tyler Watts.
And Vern, that's what we talked about in the open. The option gives you opportunities to make big plays down the field. Millens is going in motion, and then he's going to come back across. Now watch these safeties react to the option. They've got to respect the option, and here comes Millens right across the middle of the field, wide open. You've got to be fundamentally sound to defend the option, and then you can go play action, and Alabama's done a great job of that this season.
Gain of 27, 1st and 10. Galloway. 2 yards. Freddie Millens. Remember a year ago in September when he opened the season in that exhilarating game out at UCLA with a punt return. Had a good start to this season, but the rest of the year kind of so-so.
Yeah, I mean, I bet he probably wishes they were in the Pac-10. Could play UCLA 4 or 5 times a year because he's had career games against the Bruins. But I'll say this about Freddie. He has not been as productive this year. But Dennis Franchione said he's been a great team guy, great on the practice field, has gotten guys practicing harder, has really been a good leader as a senior.
Here's the option to the right. And Watts, nice job defensively. There's a flag thrown inside the 40-yard line as Jeremy Lawrence, number 56, strung that play out and made the tackle. Here's Lawrence. He is the quiet one of the 3 linebackers. You hear less about him than you do Brady James and Trev Falk, and this will be another penalty against Alabama.
Now they got Terry Jones Jr., the tight end, for holding on that play. And part of the problem with penalties right now for Alabama is the fact they're coming off the open week. You're seeing a little bit of live game action rust. And right now they're hurting themselves because they had some good momentum going offensively there, and that's a costly penalty by the tight end.
Odie on the offense. 10-yard penalty from the end of the run. Repeat the down.
We were in Jacksonville last week, and Florida got flagged, I think, 12 or 13 times, and Coach Spurrier called several of them phantom calls and actually filed some formal complaints with the league this week. Alabama not off to a great start in that category today.
Out of the shotgun on 2nd 19. Watts will run, breaks a tackle, surges up the middle, and is tackled at the 48-yard line. Get the scoop on the SEC and see where your team ranks in the Sportsline 117 power rankings. Just go to cbs.sportsline.com or AOL keyword CBS Sportsline.
Now, how costly was that penalty? You've got great momentum offensively. You get a decent play that time by Tyler Watts on 2nd down, but you still have 3rd and 12 now. 3rd and 12 against any defense, even the worst pass defense in the conference, is still very difficult to convert.
This is Triandus Luke. Here comes the blitz. Watts ducks up, and he is hit by Jarvis Green as he tries to let it go. It will be ruled an incomplete pass, but Green helped in no small part by the blitz over to his left.
Part of the reason 3rd and 12 is so tough is because these guys don't have to respect run. I mean, they can really pin their ears back and come. They get the good upfield rush. They don't have to worry about runs. They run a little cross stunt, and Jarvis Green gets in there and puts a good hit on Tyler Watts.
Dominic Davis awaits the punt at the 10-yard line, and Lane Bearden, who had a line drive his first time out, sends this one to the right side. It's not terribly effective either. It does get inside the 20 and take an Alabama bounce. We'll come to a stop at the 13. Let me amend my statement. It was very effective.
This was very effective.
Nothing wrong with that punt. 39 yards. Nada on the return.
The reinvented Camry. One look, and you're going to want one.
Hi, I'm Susan McGinnis, news anchor for CBS Market Watch. CBS Market Watch is not only the place I work, it's also the resource I use and trust when I'm managing my own finances. It's where you should go first for the best information on mutual funds, retirement, real estate, taxes. The ING Personal Finance section gives you the best advice from some of the industry's most seasoned financial columnists. More than 100 journalists worldwide reporting for you. CBS Market Watch is the #1 source for financial news. It's more than just news. It's news you can use.
It's amazingly clear. It's multifunctional. High-definition television from Samsung. It's a world of clarity, and everyone's invited. Come to Sears every Saturday to see a live broadcast of college football in high definition.
The show must go on. The Emmy Awards. The stars will shine brighter as we celebrate the power of television. The Emmys, live, CBS Sunday.
Welcome back to Bryant-Denny Stadium. Homecoming, University of Alabama. LSU with a 7-0 lead and their second offensive set. Cofield tries to dart in the backfield. Nice pursuit. Salim Rashid and Jarrett Johnson. Couple of juniors who will return for the Crimson Tide. NFL on CBS, a doubleheader tomorrow. Lead game early, Baltimore at Pittsburgh. And late in the afternoon, Cleveland at Chicago.
Butch Davis, Browns all excited up there. It all starts with the NFL today.
Presented by Southwest, 12 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow. Loss of 2, 2nd and 12.
You flew Southwest this week, didn't you?
I did. Yes. There's Davey being chased at the goal line. Gets rid of it out to the 15-yard line to Josh Reed. It was 2 years ago this weekend in 1999 in the game against Alabama that Josh Reed was changed from his running back position to the wide receiver slot. That was his first appearance as a wide receiver, and he has been excellent since then.
Smart coaches, you know, make that decision. I mean, here's a guy that the thing that makes him tough, he's 205 pounds, so he's bigger than most corners. He can break tackles, but he's faster than linebackers or safeties that would try to cover him.
3rd and 9. Davey from the gun, blitz coming. Davey pressured, gets loose. And here comes 265 yards rumbling around the right side.
I'll tell you, this guy, I love him. I really do. I mean, he is a big, strong, physical guy. He takes a ton of hits. He keeps coming back. He's listed in the program at 230 pounds, but that was maybe in the dog days of August. I ate at the Waysider this morning. They got great biscuits. He's about a dozen biscuits over 230. But he is big and strong and athletic. I mean, that time he did a nice thing of getting it upfield and getting the first down.
And he is measured in pounds, not in yards.
That's right.
Yeah. It's pounds. Many. 1st and 10. Cofield darts in the backfield. And there is Salim Rashid, number 11, having really a terrific season.
Run blitzes. I mean, that's what Alabama is trying to do right now after that first series. Bring linebackers on first down, run stunts so that they can disrupt the blocking schemes of LSU. Rashid coming on first down. He came on the last first down and gets Cofield in the backfield. Again, Alabama is going to have to take more chances on defense today with Kendall Moorhead out of the lineup. I mean, he was such a force on the inside, being replaced by a true freshman. And they're just going to have to be more creative in how they create pressure.
2nd down and 12. Here comes the blitz again. Right side, the catch is made by Reed at the 30-yard line. And let's check in once again with Jill Arrington.
Well, Vern, these two teams faced each other back November 6th of 1999. Alabama quarterback Tyler Watts, he finished 23 for 36 for 203 yards passing and 2 touchdown passes. LSU quarterback Josh Booty was stopped just short of the end zone as time expired. Alabama held on for the win, 23-17.
Jerry DiNardo, the head coach, replaced by Nick Saban last year. 3rd and 6. Davey out of the gun. Wilkerson, the freshman center, snaps it back. Blitz again. Davey right side. A diving catch made by Michael Clayton.
Great protection up front by LSU. The line and the running backs, and Davey was going here all the way. One-on-one against Dixon. A bigger receiver in Clayton and a well-thrown ball by Davey. Low and outside away from the defender.
Well, in a somewhat disappointing season, one of the highlights has been the 3rd down conversion rate for this LSU team, almost 50%, and they move the chains again.
Yeah, best in the SEC.
Davey, wonderful start, 7 of 8. Josh Reed. He's off to a terrific start, and another LSU first down.
When you got a guy like Josh Reed who can catch the ball and make people miss, you want to get him the ball quickly. He gets a nice block from Clayton. He gets another block from Myers. But you see that ex-running back style in him. He gets the ball, he protects the football, and he turns it upfield. You don't have to run 10-yard, 15-yard routes and throw him the ball. Throw him the ball quick and let him be a running back out there.
5 catches for 49 yards here in the first quarter for Reed, who is pursuing another 1,000-yard season. This catch made by Jarrell Myers, the junior from Houston, the tackle Herschel Bolden, number 25.
And Vern, Rohan Davey is just, he's lighting it up right now. I mean, he is so comfortable. And again, last week, he never seemed comfortable against Ole Miss at home. And right now, you see the focus in his eyes. You see the comfort in his drops. He doesn't have happy feet. He's making the ball go where he wants it to go, and he is doing a great job right now of not only putting this defense on their heels, but taking the Alabama crowd right out of the game.
Well, the 9 completions in the first quarter equal the number of completions in the game in the loss to Ole Miss. With time deep, there's Myers wide open. Touchdown! touchdown, Tigers.
An obvious mix-up in the coverage in the secondary. Watch these three guys responsible for these two receivers. Somebody has to stay deep, and nobody goes deep with Myers, and Davey finds him. Again, when you're a hot quarterback, you see the field, and Davey saw it that time.
Corbello tacks on the extra point. Myers' first touchdown catch of the season. They burned the Alabama secondary for 34.
I was looking to protect what I have and to achieve some modest growth. I knew I lacked investment skills, and I knew I needed professional assistance. Prudential gave me a good feeling that this guy or these people don't have an agenda of their own. There's a lot that I don't understand, but that's where I really lean more heavily on my advisor at Prudential. I'm impressed by their thoroughness, and I'm impressed by their detail. I think I found the right people.
Swordfish. Buy it today. Access the DVD with 2 alternate endings, 2 gripping documentaries, commentary, and much more.
Not everything ends the way you think it should.
Swordfish. Buy it on DVD.
Yo, Budweiser. Esquiva un adversario, a otro. México manda el centro, pero el remate pega en el travesaño. El balón queda a la deriva, la defensa trata de rechazar, pero México vuelve a recuperar el balón. Viene el tiro desde afuera del área grande y ¡gol!
It is here that you will witness a tradition unlike any other. The Masters on CBS Sports.
Well, rather confused Alabama defense on the sideline. Trying to sort things out here.
Yeah. Well, they knew if they gave Rohan Davey too much time in the pocket, they were going to have problems. And that is the problem right now. They have not been able to get to Rohan Davey.
87-yard drive. That time, here's McCadley for the 3rd time in the first quarter. And there's an example of that excellent downfield Louisiana State University kick coverage. Ryan O'Neal. Rohan Davey, what a start.
Yeah, he is off to a great start today. And you see the last 4 games. Now, this game against Florida, he got hurt. So he really didn't have a chance to play the whole game. But great games against Kentucky and Mississippi State. He struggled last week, but off to an outstanding start again today. And, you know, Vern, as a quarterback, the more relaxed you are, the better your vision is of the field. And right now, and on that last touchdown, he is seeing the whole field very clearly.
Alabama 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Galloway gets the handoff, gets into the secondary, and gives Alabama nice momentum early in this drive with a gain of 15 yards.
I think it's essential that Alabama respond with a touchdown on this drive, Vern. This is not a team that is going to be a great come-from-behind team, because they've got a young offensive line, 3 redshirt freshmen starting up front, and they've got to be able to mix it up, run and pass. And if they keep getting behind and have to rely on throwing only, that really works against Alabama. So they need to respond with a score on this drive.
There's the option. Santonio Beard is the pitch man. He's got Donnie Lau in front. Lau with the block. Beard breaks a tackle, and a flag accompanies Beard to the ground. A gain of 13 yards.
Well, Lau is very lucky he didn't get called for a holding, because it looked like a tackle by the fullback on the option. They didn't call that, but watch as Watts comes down the line. Read the defender if he takes a quarterback pitch. Now Lau's the lead blocker. And watch, he's going to get those hands out and get on the jersey, but they don't call that. And at the end of the play, there's the face mask by Brady James. So a critical penalty we've seen that has hurt Alabama. This one goes against LSU and gives Alabama great field position.
First down at the 47 after the penalty. Santonio Beard stays in the backfield. from Freddie Millins going right to left. Watts pumps once, finds Millins, who is tackled at the 44-yard line. Well, let's go back to New York and get an update. Once again, here's Timmy Brando.
All right, Vern, the Oklahoma Sooners out of conference today taking on Tulsa. Quentin Griffin gets in after a sluggish start. Sooners now leading 13-0. Remember, next week they get Texas A&M, while R.C. Slocum's club caught in the look-ahead, down 3-0 to Texas Tech. Back to Vernon Todd in Tuscaloosa.
All right, Tim, thank you. Second down and 7, 14-0 here. Alabama trails LSU. Watts pitches. Galloway has it this time. Tackled at the 40-yard line by Norman Lejeune. It's Lejeune, number 36, who is starting in place of an injured Lionel Thomas today. Moving from corner to a strong safety. Had a really terrific outing in that loss to Ole Miss last week.
Yeah, he sure did. He had 8 tackles, had a tackle behind the line of scrimmage. I mean, he's a guy who's played some linebacker. He's played corner, as you mentioned. Now playing strong safety.
3rd and 3, final play, first quarter. Out of the gun. Watts does not get the play underway. And that is the end of the first quarter with our score 14-0 LSU. We'll return to Tuscaloosa right after this message and a word from your local station.
What could be as easy as paying with SpeedPass at Mobile? Paying with SpeedPass at Exxon. To get your free SpeedPass, call now or go to speedpass.com. Exxon and Mobile, we're drivers too. The great thing about paying with SpeedPass is you never have to look for your wallet. To get your free SpeedPass, call now or go to speedpass.com. Exxon and Mobile, we're drivers too.
What do you think of this one?
I think it's nice.
Would you care to take a closer look?
Thanks.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know. Very sparkly.
How about I put some chili on it?
Nice.
It's Chili Makes It Better month at Sonic, featuring our extra long coney covered with meaty chili and shredded cheese. Get one now with a large order of tots for just $2.99. And if you just can't get enough chili, try these other chili favorites, like our Fritos chili pie.
Join the stars and host Vince Gill for the CMA Awards, live CBS Wednesday.
For Lee, it was coming home, so it was a very natural fit. He's been immersed in the prep football scene as a player and as a reporter. We're giving a lot of attention towards high school football, and I think it's great. I mean, there's a lot of high school football fans. I think it's always important to have been on the field. Not that you had to be a professional athlete.
I have a few passions in life, and soccer is one of them because it allows me to get all kinds of exercise. You know, I played all throughout Little League and Select League and high school and then college and traveling overseas.
I think Juan in particular has a really good eye for people's stories.
Jim Henderson, Juan Kincaid, and Lee Zurich.
They're the future of our profession. They're the future of our station. And they're the future of our department. I'm really glad to have them.
No wonder this team is Louisiana's sports leader. On Channel 4's Eyewitness News.
Now get 0% APR financing on the next generation 2002 Dodge Ram.
Powerball, tonight on Channel 4.
If she doesn't awaken soon, she's going to miss a really significant third down play.
Very important. Keep an eye on the 2 tight ends, Sanders and Jones, on this play.
3rd and 3, option left. Watts, pitch. Beard, first down. Brady James got there too late to make the tackle. Well done, Santonio Beard, who had that explosive start, and it just doesn't matter to some folks, but that was a very important third down for Alabama.
It sure was. I mean, I really think Alabama needs to respond on this drive with a touchdown. They needed to convert there. Now they've run the option again a couple more times. Might be a nice situation here for that play action off the option and go to the end zone for the touch.
14-0. Alabama now at the 30-yard line with a first down and 10. And Tyler Watts will go from the spread formation. Drills it left side. Millens got it. First down, Alabama at the 18-yard line.
Nice throw by Tyler Watts, and they're getting Freddie Millens involved early. He's getting a lot of touches here early in the ball game. You don't see Alabama do this too much. Just straight rise up and throw it, but a nice accurate throw by Watts. And again, your playmakers, Millens and Antonio Carter, get them the football early in the game, get them involved, let them work up a sweat early in the ball game.
Sam Collins comes wide to the right side. He had 2 touchdown catches in the most recent game here against Tennessee. And here's Watts with the pitch to Beard. Donnie Lau out in front and dangerously close to another close encounter.
You know, the thing that Tyler Watts is doing well as a quarterback of this option, and he gets better and better each week, is he's not, you know, he waits until the last minute to make the decision. That's important for a quarterback. You don't want to pitch it too early. Make the defense commit before you make the pitch, and that helps the play execute. And so far, LSU has not defended the option very well at all.
Galloway on that last carry. Excuse me, Todd.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago, Tennessee did a pretty good job defending the option. LSU has not been able to do it today so far in the ball game.
Double tight end set. Jones and Sanders and Carter in motion. Hand off Beard. Brady James there to make contact at the line of scrimmage, and Santonio Beard caught short of the first down, just inside the 10-yard line.
He's a fun guy to talk to yesterday, wasn't he?
Yes,
Antonio
indeed.
Beard, you know, from Nashville, Tennessee. You know how big that was for him to run for 141 against his home state, the Volunteers, and was a teammate, a high school teammate of John Henderson and Buck Fitzgerald at Pearl Con High School. No, that had to be a thrill for him 2 weeks ago to have such a big game against the Volunteers.
3rd and 1 at the 9. Marvin Brown is the fullback. Watts keeps it. 1st and goal, Alabama. Trev Falk, number 7, All-American linebacker, is one of those who got him down.
You need one. You get a block by Dante Ellington, and you get a block by the fullback. Marvin Brown in there, number 6, gets a good block, and Tyler Watts knows he just needs a little bit and gets enough before Trev Falk able there to finish off the play.
Trev Falk, 76 tackles through 7 games.
I think he likes playing in a game like this better instead of those ultra passing teams where he's in coverage. He gets to mix it up a little bit more against a team like Alabama.
1st down goal, Alabama trailing by 14. There's a pitch, and Galloway, that was a dangerous play.
Yeah, best job that LSU's done against the option in the ball game that time. They strung it out. They had everyone accounted for, and a very minimal gain that time for Alabama.
How tough defensively to prepare for the option with only a week?
It's very tough, because the biggest thing that makes it tough is that you have a scout team, but they cannot execute at the same level that a starting team from an Alabama or an Air Force, whoever else runs the option, can do. You can get the idea of it, but you can't get the speed and the execution level from your scout team.
On 2nd down, here's Galloway. No, I beg your pardon. I thought Galloway had been given it. It was Watts who kept it, and then he pays the price. Jarvis Green was not fooled.
No, they went with play action, and it was well defended. And the tight end's going to cross the field here, and that's where Tyler Watts is going. But Ryan Clark, the senior free safety, was not fooled, and Tyler Watts ended up holding on to it just a little too long and hit behind from Jarvis Green. Lucky didn't drop the football. You know, when that hit comes from your blind side and you don't know where it's at, sometimes that ball just pops out.
3rd and goal from the 12. LSU brings 4. Pass left side. That's complete to Carter, but it's 6 yards short of the necessary yardage. It'll be 4th down.
Well, Dennis Franchione wants points.
He wants to get 3 on the board. Again, I thought this was a critical drive for them to get a touchdown, to stay within firing distance of LSU, but 3rd down and 12 after that sack made it very difficult.
Now Neil Thomas out of Jonathan Ritchie's hold. Nick Ridings will snap it back. And it just does shave the left upright. 23 yards officially. Thomas puts Alabama on the scoreboard. 14-3 LSU.
I know what your problem is. Sometimes you have to hit it long, and sometimes you have to stick it on the green. Seems like you need a different ball for every shot.
Yeah.
Actually, all you need is this.
Top Flight XL 2000. Titanium in the cover for explosive distance and tungsten in the core for amazing soft feel. Top Flight XL 2000. Explosive distance, amazing soft feel. And now, try new Top Flight XL 3000 golf balls. The longest balls just got longer.
I'd heard stories, but I had to see it with my own eyes.
I can't send it to you till I get to the hotel tonight.
Can't get information to your coworkers, so you're to blame.
Yeah, how did you know?
May I? You need the Sprint PCS Clear Wireless Workplace. The most advanced wireless package customized for your company. On the only all-digital, all-PCS nationwide network built from the ground up. It'll clear up that forehead thing.
Thanks.
Excuse me, ma'am. Duty calls.
Oh, hello. Have you heard about 1-800-Medicare? Yes, you have, because I just told you. Must be broken. You can find out what Medicare covers, get information on staying healthy. Whoops. They'll even tell you what Medigap is, which is important to those who have a gap in their Medi. Oh. The bottom line is, for healthcare questions, turn to the experts at Medicare.
1-800-Medicare. Helping you help yourself.
To the victor go the spoils. YouBid.com, where you win at paying less for thousands of brand name products and never pay retail again.
Sellout crowd, homecoming. Tuscaloosa, Alabama. LSU scoring the first 2 times it got the ball, and Alabama now getting on the board with a 23-yard field goal from Neil Thomas. Dominic Davis and Devery Henderson are the 2 deep men for Louisiana State.
What a game last week. Dominic Davis, 266 all-purpose yards, running, catching, receiving.
Got a 71-yard punt return for a touchdown. Bobbles this one. And there is a fumble. The ball is out. No whistle. Now there is a whistle, and the ball will be ruled down by contact at the 22.
And Davis is up limping again. Remember, he hurt the ankle against Ole Miss last week. And he is hopping off the field now. First of all, it was a scramble kick formation by Alabama and somewhat of a squib kick. So good coverage by Alabama. Now, does the ball come out before he's down? It sure looks like it's ripped out by Alabama. Looks like a heck of a play by Mark Miller, ripping the ball out, and Herschel Bolton covers it, but LSU retains possession.
Official on the side who whistled the ball dead. Here's Davey, right side. Caught by Reed, gets by Gerald Dixon, who's having a tough afternoon. And Josh Reed, a 15-yard gain. .947 yards as he tries to get 1,000 yards for the 2nd season in succession. You see the 134 in 1999. And here's Dominic Davis, all-purpose athlete for Louisiana State. Marcus Spears, the tight end, is in. This crowd still reacting negatively to that whistle. Here's Davey going right, getting by Arias Monroe, and a nice tackle made by Jarrett Johnson.
And a much-needed play by Alabama. Somebody on this defense needed to make a play, and Jarrett Johnson is the guy who makes it. And Rohan Davey up hobbling a little bit. Jarrett Johnson, watch the quickness, chasing the play. Number 96 from behind gets the shoestring tackle on Rohan Davey out of the pocket.
Alabama needs something good to happen for him defensively right now. That was a good play by Jarrett Johnson.
Loss of 3, 2nd and 13. Now the blitz threatened, the blitz coming. Rashid there to make the tackle. Negative yardage again for LeBrandon Tofield. That is the 3rd time he's been caught in the backfield.
Yeah, and a little deception by Alabama because they stacked 2 linebackers right behind each other, Adam Cox and Salim Rashid, and they kind of split, and nobody picked up Salim Rashid. Nice call by Carl Torbush to free up his middle linebacker to make a play in the backfield.
Now this predominant Alabama-oriented crowd still hooting with derision over the official's call.
Help out here. Gerald Dixon on Michael Clayton. Better get some help over the top.
Here comes the stunt. Adam Cox coming. Davey goes left. Tipped incomplete. Herschel Bolden was there defensively on Josh Reed. 25 against 25.
A deep corner route to the wide side of the field. This ball's in the air a long time, and that enables the red 25 to get his hand on the football. Crowd still booing for not getting that fumble, but a nice defensive stand by Carl Torbush's defense. That was a good 3 and out for the Crimson Tide.
Donnie Jones, the left-footed punter, is on. He had one blocked last week against Ole Miss. And Anthony Carter, AC, is back to return it at the 30-yard line. Line drive. Carter gathers it in at the 20. Good coverage by LSU. A 50-yard punt, 7 on the return. I think the crowd's angry.
I think they are.
CBS Sports coverage of the Home Depot SEC football will continue after this word and a word from your local station.
Everybody Loves Raymond. Monday on CBS. It's all here.
You possess a wealth of knowledge. Isn't it time you profited from it? Talk to us about reaching your financial goals. Hibernian, where service matters.
It's time to do the math. Start with Mustang, America's legendary muscle car. Add Taurus with a double 5-star crash test rating. Add a double 5-star crash test rating on Focus. And finally, add the absolute best deal of the year. And what do you get? 0% financing on every Ford car in stock. It's elementary, really. When you do the math, there's never been a better time to buy. Just hurry into your Southern Quality Ford dealer today.
Let's face it, stuff happens. I'm attorney Michael Hingle. Many 18-wheelers drive like they own the roads. Get out of the way, get run over. 18-wheelers have to follow the rules of the road just like anyone else. If a big rig breaks the law and hurts you, call me, attorney Michael Hingle. We'll bring them to court, and they won't be so big. Before you accept a quick check, check with me.
You've finally made it. Now make even more of it. Discover the earning power of Tower Gold Services. Rates equivalent to money market funds. Hibernian, where service matters.
The Ravens face the Steelers Sunday on Channel 4.
Next weekend, beginning on Saturday at 1 o'clock Eastern, join the Shark, Greg Norman, and many of the tour's top players. List will include John Daly, Jesper Parnevik, Lee Jansen, Corey Pavin, and Raymond Floyd at the Franklin Templeton Shootout next Saturday. First down and 10. Tyler Watts out of the shotgun, 14-3. Here comes the blitz. Trev Falk. The pass complete. Out on the left side to Dre Fulgham, only his 2nd catch of the season. Number 3. And it is time now for the Aflac Trivia Question of the Week. Who is the only SEC player to record back-to-back 1,000-yard receiving seasons? Only one. Keep you glued in front of the television set till we give you an answer. Second down and 2 at the 36. Watts. Brady James, the linebacker, number 11, with the contact, but Tyler Watts, it appears he picked up enough to earn a 1st and 10. Brady James, Trev Falk.
You know, we both agree that the referees probably missed that call on the return.
Yeah, we would agree on that.
Yeah, but it might be just what Alabama needed, because it got this crowd aroused a little bit and angry. There's a couple fisticuffs breaking up down below us, and you know, not your typical homecoming crowd. I mean, normally you get to play somebody that you know you can beat on homecoming. You're playing LSU today, and you got your hands full. So maybe the crowd back in the game for Alabama right now.
On 1st down and 10, here's Watts. Left side for Triandos Luke. Makes the grab at the 46.
Let's take a look again at the play that was ruled down, and Mark Miller, a guy who doesn't show up on your 2 deep, but he's on kick coverage. Number 36 is going to rip it out before his knee is down, clearly. And Dominic Davis, you know, when you're hurt sometimes, you forget about the football. And it looked like Dominic Davis was worried about his ankle and not the football at the end of that play.
Watts has hit 8 of his last 10 passes. Second down and short. He comes right side. And that one is knocked down in the line by Kyle Kipps, former tight end, number 85.
And LSU is starting to squeeze down on some of these short routes. And right now, I think that Les Koenig is going to have to start thinking of throwing something down the field and stretching the LSU defense a little bit. There's Les right there, the offensive coordinator. The last couple plays, I could just see the LSU defenders starting to squeeze down and tighten down on the short passing routes.
3rd and 3 in a 14-3 game. Here's Kipps defending the option, and Santonio Beard. What a nice job in the secondary from Ryan Clark.
Great play by the senior free safety, Ryan Clark. You're not going to see him here. They're going to run the option this way, and he's going to come from this part of the screen. He takes on the block and then makes the tackle on Beard. That's excellent work defending the option by Ryan Clark. 3-year starter, came up with a huge play right there.
Recall now that Dominic Davis injured on the kickoff return, and for the first time this season, Josh Reed is back to return the punt. Lane Bearden sends it high. Fair catch called by Josh Reed. And contact made after the whistle, but it is ruled incidental. So Reed with the grab at the 24-yard line. 35-yard punt. She's missed another significant play.
At the Home Depot, we're driving down the cost of home improvement. With special buys like $8.85 for a 2-pack of these long-lasting fluorescent light bulbs from Commercial Electric. We bought over 1 million so you can get all you need at a great price. Just look for the hammer symbol. It means we've got lower prices. Nailed.
You like simple better than complicated. You like quick better than slow. You like easy better than hard. So now pay with SpeedPass at both Exxon and Mobil. It's fast, it's free, and it links to a check card or major credit card you already have. Call toll-free or visit speedpass.com. We're drivers too.
Hey, there's big news at 7-Eleven. It's the new Big Bite Combo. Delicious Big Bite hot dog made by Oscar Mayer with free chili and cheese. Whatever you want. An ice cold Pepsi. And a big grab of chips. All for just $1.99. Oh, thank heaven.
Why do I rent from Enterprise? For more cargo room. More people room. Or more headroom. Enterprise. So easy it's like having a second car. Or third.
Pick Enterprise. We'll pick you up.
Tim Brando in New York. Coming up at halftime, Spencer Tillman and I will get you caught up on all of today's action, including Virginia Tech being blown out by Pittsburgh. David Priestley and Antonio Bryan had a very big day. Now let's get you back to LSU and Alabama.
Beautiful campus of the University of Alabama in Tuscaloosa. This school established in 1831. And it is a gorgeous, gorgeous site. And the on-campus stadium, Bryant Denny, established in 1929. Here's the handoff. LeBrandon Tofield out to the 26-yard line. Those shots of the campus brought to you today by the Saturn Lightship. Saturn, proud to be part of CBS's coverage of college football, and it is wonderful for us to have them along. Always seems to add something special on a Saturday afternoon when the blimp is aloft. 2nd down and 8. Tofield, 14 yards on his first 4 carries. The last 4 negative yardage, -7.
Yeah, good penetration by Alabama here the last couple defensive series.
Davey with time goes left. Josh Reed. Brooks Daniel was out there, number 18, but Reed having a big day. He had a streak of 6 consecutive games of 100 yards or more catching, ended against Ole Miss.
Yeah, he's a guy who, I mean, again, when he gets the ball in his hands, he usually makes the first person miss. That time Brooks Daniels actually did a pretty good job of holding his ground. But Josh Reed is a guy who can take a short pass and turn it into a big one.
He's getting close. 972. Yep. Joining somebody on the half-black list. Here's Davey, and here's Reed. Salim Rashid missed the tackle. And Josh Reed motors out to the 50-yard line.
See, for a quarterback, that is like a dream. I mean, that's easy. You just rise up, you throw the little screen pass, and you let him do the rest of the work. You don't have to make a tough throw. You don't have to needle it in there or thread the needle on coverage. Throw the ball out there, let Josh Reed stick his foot in the ground, make a great player like Rashid miss, turn it upfield, and get several yards. I mean, this is easy for a quarterback, and Josh Reed gets a good block from Clayton. Watch the step. Rashid runs by, and a short pass turns into a good gain.
And you see that running back ability, the ability to pivot. 8 catches, 89 yards. Here comes the blitz. Davey, man coverage down the right side. Over the shoulder catch, Clayton. Inside the 10, down at the 8. Thurman Ward was behind him.
Yeah, they took Gerald Dixon out. They put Thurman Ward in for this series, and Rohan Davey goes after him. Throws short to Josh Reed, and then throw deep to Michael Clayton, the big guy. 6'4", working against 6 foot, and a nice throw by Rohan Davey.
Michael Clayton, the freshman from Baton Rouge, 2nd catch today. Had that marvelous one-handed grab down low and the loss to Ole Miss. 1st and goal. Backs in the eye. Tofield, the deep back, gets the handoff. And LeBrandon Tofield finding the yardage very difficult now.
And really credit the LSU offensive line and LeBrandon Tofield in there on pass protection, because when Alabama has decided to go after Rohan Davey and blitz, they are still not getting to him, because LSU doing a nice job of protecting their quarterback right now.
Look at the numbers for Davey.
He just looks focused, Vern. I mean, I saw him before the game, and he was very focused before the game in warm-ups. Normally, he would come over and say hello to me. I mean, he didn't even say hi to me before the game. I mean, he is very focused, and he has carried that over into the game.
On 2nd down, Reed to the right side. Davey looks at him all the way, and it is picked off. Kenny King, the defensive tackle, number 55, enormously big play for Alabama.
Yeah, a little bit of a zone blitz. Kenny King is showing rush, and then he's going to drift back into coverage like a linebacker. You don't expect a defensive lineman to drop back into that zone, and he fooled Rohan Davey. Watch Kenny King. He's right there. He fakes rush and then drops back. They blitz an outside linebacker. That's what the zone blitz is. You bring someone else and drop off a lineman. And Kenny King, a huge interception for a team that has not had many this year. A big play when Alabama needed it.
Thanks to the technology inside, you can take Guinness Draft outside. Introducing Guinness Draft in a bottle.
I can't stand looking at that thing.
I think it's cool. It's Suzuki's first sport utility ATV, the all-new Vincent 500 automatic.
You realize that thing's the reason you're here?
I like it here. It's warm, dry.
Let me tell you, that Vincent's one hard working.
Hey, keep out of it.
You're not the boss of me.
I don't
and you know
believe
what?
you,
I
George,
would
but-
appreciate.
It's got style and a ton of great features.
Will you shut up?
Or you'll do what? Stare him to death?
Very funny.
Recently, at this quiet, unassuming little Pizza Hut, an interesting pizza discovery took place. Whoa! We've created the new Ultimate Lovers Pizzas from Pizza Hut. Our Lovers Pizzas now with cheese once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6 kinds of luscious cheese, and 6 kinds of seriously satisfying meat toppings, or 5 garden veggies, or 2 layers of zesty pepperoni. And you'll discover it's not $12.99, it's only $8.99. $8.99. The new Ultimate Lovers Pizzas, only from Pizza Hut.
The Late Show with David Letterman.
I may be calling you.
Dial it up, Monday.
Here's a member of the class of 2019, Alabama, saying, no way, LSU. Kenny King's first career interception. And Alabama takes over at the 11-yard line. Watts will keep it. Looks for blocking help. Picks up 5 or 4 out to the 15-yard line. Well, it is time now for the answer to the trivia question. Who is the only SEC player to record back-to-back 1,000-yard receiving? I thought I heard you singing.
I was given a little hint.
Rocky Top. Yeah, Rocky Top. Joey Kent, 95 and 96. And he is about to be joined by Josh Reed. And he may have also been joined, by the way, by Jabbar Gaffney over in Gainesville this afternoon. 71-13, the final Florida wins. Here's Watts out to the 20.
A nice decision by Tyler Watts, weaving his way through the defense, finding the first down. And I'm going to go back to that interception, Vern. What a huge play for Alabama. This is a team that only their 4th interception on the season. And ironically, the last interception prior to that one by Kenny King was by a defensive lineman also. Kendall Moorhead got their last interception against UTEP. And there's Kenny King, and got a great assist from Brooks Daniels, who got a hand on the football, and it went right to the defensive lineman. And now Tyler Watts trying to capitalize.
3rd and 1. Here comes the corner blitz. Watts for Fulgham, incomplete. It'll be 4th down. Tyler Watts in Alabama will have to punt it away. Well, before the game is over, we will be selecting the Army most valuable player of this game. That's coming up a long time from now. 2:52 to go before halftime. Homecoming in Tuscaloosa. Thinking back to what you said about scheduling LSU for the homecoming tussle, it was a year ago homecoming that Alabama was defeated by Central Florida 40-38, and that helped lead to the decision to dismiss Mike DeBose. Here's Josh Reed. Remember, Dominic Davis injured, and Reed back to return. He fair caught the first one. This one goes to Alabama.
Yep, your backup return guy, you know, he gets some reps of that in practice and before the game, but that was a strange punt by Lane Bearden. It was kind of drifting away from Reed, and he tried to run up and make the catch, and it looked like it hit him in the knee. No, got him on the hand. It was drifting away, and Kenny King, who made the interception, is the guy who comes up with the football at the end of this play. Went off the right hand of Josh Reed, and Kenny King, 2 turnovers in a row.
And first down and 10 now at the 41-yard line for Alabama with 2:41 to go before the break. Here is a reverse. Anthony Carter. He's got Millens wide open. Freddie Millens down at the 7-yard line. A gain of 33. Wide receiver to wide receiver.
Watch the execution by Freddie Millage. What he's going to do is he is going to sell this like he's going to block. Watch him sell the block before he runs around. Right there, he acts like he's blocking, then he releases into the pattern, and that hesitation fooled the secondary of LSU, and Carter gets him the football.
Defensive lineman late arriving for LSU. First and goal, Alabama. Watts changes the play. He'll option it left. Santonio Beard. Damian James out there to string it out, and that allows the pursuit to catch up. Good job by the cornerback, Damian James, number 5.
Critical possession right now for Alabama. Approaching 2 minutes left in the half. You know, there was some talk about Andrew Zhao coming in the 2-minute situations. Dennis Franchione calls that Mayday situation. He's gotten better and better in practice. I expect, though, that at the end of the half, they would stay with Tyler Watts and only use Zhao at the end of the game.
Everybody split out wide, save the one running back behind Watts. Here's Watts looking in the end zone. He fires it. Terry Jones, touchdown, Alabama. First touchdown catch of the year for the junior from Tuscaloosa.
Why do you stay with Tyler Watts? Well, because the run is still a threat. The option is still a threat. Watch him fake the run and find his tight end, Terry Jones Jr. Both tight ends involved in the pattern. Good play fake. You got to respect the run, and Tyler Watts puts him in the end zone.
Only the 8th catch of the year for the junior tight end. First touchdown. Here's Richie's hold. Thomas's kick. Special teams play. Set it up.
Kenny King, 2 turnovers. They don't capitalize the first time, but the second time, Tyler Watts gets his team in the end zone, and it's a 4-point ball game here in Tuscaloosa.
Across a digital gridiron, gladiators collide, one-on-one, bid against bid. This is UBid, where you win at paying less for thousands of brand names. Like an HP Pavilion 7970 with the Intel Pentium 4 processor, the center of your digital world. Most bids start at $9, and guts equals glory. Win at ubid.com or click on auctions at cbssportsline.com.
Ice Premium Malt Beverage, reminding you that whatever it takes, never drink and drive.
The Ravens try to slow down the Steelers and their runaway Bucks. Then, the Browns look to shut down the new monsters of the Midway, the Bears. Sunday on CBS.
2:03 before the break. Tim Brando and Spencer Tillman with scores and highlights on the halftime report. And Alabama gets the interception inside the 5 from defensive tackle Kenny King. Then they get a fumble recovery at the 41 by Kenny King. Both plays leading ultimately to the touchdown catch. 14-10. This is Josh Reed. Dominic Davis remains on the bench with the re-injured ankle. And here comes a late flag. 2 late flags. And Reed getting up late.
Dead ball, personal foul, unnecessary roughness on the receiving team, half the distance to the goal, first down.
Well, it's a late hit on the kicker by Marcus Spears, and you know, it's always the last shot that gets picked up. A true freshman mistake, and now this changes the philosophy maybe a little bit for Nick Saban, because the bad field position here in the last minute 51. Maybe you don't try to, you'd be a little more conservative and go into the locker room with a 4-point lead.
18 yards rushing thus far. Tofield has been held in check. This is Josh Reed in motion on first down from the 12. They'll hand it off to Tofield. This time he finds yardage and a first down. Big play on 1st and 10 by LeBrandon Tofield. That's a gain of 12.
Well, normally when you get in a 2-minute situation, Vern, that first play kind of dictates what you do. You get a good first play. Now you start thinking, well, maybe let's open it up and try to do something. They have to do it without one of their starting linemen, though. Dwayne Pierce just hobbled off the field, their starter at right guard.
First down and 10. Stunts. There's a fumble. Davey picks it up and finds Clayton out on the left side. And he is knocked out of bounds at the 34-yard line. A gain of 11. Roberto McBride, number 19, was out there defensively.
LSU a lot of time in this situation. 1:31. They have all 3 of their timeouts remaining. So Rohan Davey can do just about anything he wants now. Throw in the middle, run the football, and utilize the time and the timeouts. But that first running play by Tofield really allowed them to open it up now and try to move it down into scoring territory.
See the contrast last week, this week. Nick Saban saying that Davey's been very inconsistent this year. Fires this one. Diving catch made in the field of play by Josh Reed at the 50-yard line. 16-yard gain, his 9th catch, and he is over 100 yards in the first half. 105 for Josh Reed, and he is now the single season or the career record holder at LSU, a number of 100-yard games. Here's Davey, blitz. They pick it up nicely. Reed, what a huge play.
Nice read by Rohan Davey. The first few plays, a soft cushion defense by Alabama. Zone, throw underneath. Then they blitz, and he goes for the big one. There's the blitz by Monroe. Single coverage. Josh Reed on the safety, Charles Jones. And Rohan Davey finds his main man.
That's a gain of 30. Here's Davey in the end zone. Incomplete. Intended for whom else? Josh Reed. This season, 1,033 yards. He becomes the second player back-to-back 1,000-yard season. And we said he's got 14 100-yard games now. That breaks a career record he shared with Wendell Davis. Played for LSU back in the 80s at 13. He comes wide left. 5 left on the play clock.
They're not going to get it off. Better call timeout, Rohan.
I think he may have been a little late.
Yeah, I think he was too late.
Yep. There's a flag on the play. 1:03 to go, first half. LSU calls time.
I believe it.
Back to play, 2nd down and 15. Here comes the blitz again. Davey, good coverage, flag is down. Reed, touchdown.
It's going to come back though, Vern. I think there's going to be holding on LSU. Alabama came with pressure. The only thing that has stopped LSU's passing game has been LSU.
Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty from the previous foul. Repeat the down.
Nobody has been able to stay with Josh Reed or Michael Clayton. Let's find the hold. I think it's right there. The center, Wilkerson, tackled Brooks Daniels on the blitz. And Rohan Davey, a nice throw off balance. But back-to-back penalties now for the Tigers.
That wipes out a 24-yard touchdown catch. Now 2 wide receivers left side. Here's Davey, pulls it up, fires it low, and caught inside the 30.
Didn't get out of bounds either, so LSU's going to have to use a timeout.
Jarrell Myers with a grab, time called with 49 seconds to go before the break.
I believe in the power of possibilities. I believe I figured out where to get the best.
Our everyday prices are so low, we can't name the famous designers.
I believe big guys like me shouldn't have to pay big prices.
We don't charge extra for big and tall men's suits and sport coats.
I believe I can dress up any way I want.
The same famous labels you'll find right now in other fine department stores, but for a lot less.
I believe in Burlington Coat Factory.
This way. You're not going to believe this.
What was stolen?
Everything. Payroll, R&D, customer records, all the assets.
How could they get everything?
I don't know. You're the cops.
The room is completely empty. All the assets were in this room?
Everything. Ned, the servers. They stole all our servers.
No, we moved everything onto that one. It's going to save us a bundle. I sent out an email.
IBM e-servers running Linux.
What's a server?
They can save you a bundle.
America loves its country. Celebrate at the CMA Awards. Join Dixie Chicks, Tim McGraw, Garth Brooks, and more. The CMA Awards, live, CBS Wednesday.
Talk about the penalty.
14-10 with 49 seconds to go. LSU with 2 timeouts remaining. And that holding call negated a 24-yard touchdown and also changed the defensive tactics for Alabama.
Yeah, it really did. I mean, you've got a 3rd and 17 situation now on the 27-yard line, which means Alabama's defense, they don't have to defend the depth of the field, and they can afford to try to keep everything in front of them and force a field goal situation.
LSU puts 3 wide receivers to the right side, the wide side of the field. And time is called.
Alabama.
By the Crimson Tide. Defensive coordinator Carl Torbush.
1-800-MEDIC.
I'd be very happy to.
Right, half pepperoni and half... oh, hello. I'm here at 1-800-MEDICARE where important questions are being answered. Hold the mail. Questions about Medicare health plans, nursing homes, and supplemental insurance. Some even ask, how does switching plans affect my coverage? Although my coverage is none of their business. So call the experts, like Raymond here, 24 days a week, 8 days an hour.
1-800-MEDICARE. Helping you help yourself.
You're gonna fall in love with the new grilled sourdough bacon cheeseburger at Burger King. Indulge your craving in a hot, delicious quarter-pound of flame-broiled beef with melted Swiss cheese and 4 strips of crispy bacon, stacked up on 2 slices of grilled sourdough bread. It's for a limited time, so head over to Burger King today and get ready to fall in love.
A hospital visit brings Doug face-to-face with the world's most annoying patient.
I'll give you 2 a few minutes alone.
Ho, ho! An all-new King of Queens, CBS Monday.
3rd down, 18, LSU. They lead it 14-10. Ball just inside the 30. Here's Davey. And the blitz coming. He goes deep in the end zone for Robert Royal. It is dropped by Herschel Bolden. He had the interception. Couldn't hang on.
Nice job by Carl Torbush. He got the timeout so that he could get his blitz called. The pressure forced the overthrow by Davey, and if Bolden comes up with this football, then it totally eliminates the field goal opportunity. Nice defensive call by Alabama and forced the field goal try.
John Corbello, who is 8 of 13 for the year. Wide left from 44. So an impressive drive that began at the 12-yard line of LSU and did result in a touchdown of 24 yards that was wiped out by a penalty. Ultimately results in 0 points. Corbello misses from 44. And Alabama, 1st down and 10, 37 seconds to go. See what they've got in mind here in the final 37 ticks. Fulgham and Carter are wide to the left. There's the pitch back to Santonio Beard. Out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A flag thrown at the 30. wait for the call. Look at that. Florida over Vanderbilt, 71-13. Called a few ball plays.
Yeah.
Tennessee leading Notre Dame in South Bend, 21-10. As those two teams seem to be on a collision course for a December 1st meeting in Gainesville, Florida and Tennessee. South Carolina defeats Wofford. Arkansas, Ole Miss tonight, and Kentucky, Mississippi State tied at 7.
Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
Got Dre Fulgham, the wide receiver, out there blocking on the perimeter in the option game. Hard for wide receivers that maybe got recruited to come to Alabama to run routes and catch the football, and now all of a sudden they've got a block in the option game. That's quite a transition for guys to make.
First down and 20. Watts comes right. Out of bounds at the 22-yard line. Now let's take you back to the 1999 SEC championship game. Alabama against Florida. A rematch of their regular season overtime thriller. The Crimson Tide outgained the Gators in total offense 462 to 114. Freddie Millen's a 77-yard TD run. Alabama won the contest 34-7 for its second SEC championship game victory and the school's 21st SEC regular season title. And on the 8th of December, a Saturday night, we'll have the SEC championship game for you on CBS. Ray Hudson, number 27, with the carry. Freddie Millen's the MVP of that SEC championship game in '99. Time called by LSU. 6 seconds to go.
Okay, the coast is clear.
Good. Listen, Teddy, everyone's excited about the new Windows XP, right?
Yeah.
Well, now we get them really fired up. We take XP, we load it onto our 300S. We add a free CD burner, include a flat screen, and we sell it all for $9.99.
$9.99 with a flat screen?
Teddy, did I stutter?
An impossible mission. A massive cover-up.
We have no secrets.
It's JAG's biggest case ever.
Are you aware of the kind of trouble you're in?
All new CBS Tuesday.
Final 6 seconds of the first half of play. LSU leads 14-10. They jumped out 14-0. Alabama has scored the last 10 and has a third down and long here with 6 seconds to go before the break.
LSU going to try to get a quick stop. This is a good move by Dennis Franchione. This is all this is to run the clock out so they don't have to line up and punt. No intention of throwing. Run the clock out. No punt. Go into the locker room down 4.
LSU's Nick Saban, his team scored the first 2 times it had the ball and appeared to score with ease. Then Alabama came back. But Kenny King, defensive star of the first half, his interception inside the 5, and then his subsequent fumble recovery on a punt helped lead Alabama back into this one. Let's go down to Jill Arrington with Coach Fran.
Well, Coach Franchione, you've been telling us all along that you need big plays from your team, and now Kenny King has stepped up twice for you. Are these the kind of plays that are going to get you through the second half?
Well, we need those things. We need a turnover, too, and we got them out of rhythm, got the touchdown off the board when they're inside the 10, then we made the big play on the reverse pass. So we're going to have some of those.
And you're only down by 4 points, but what do you need to get your offense to do to get into this game?
Well, we have not been in a very good rhythm. We've got to run the ball at them a little bit better. We've got to complete some more of our passes, and then we got to get our option going a little bit better. We just got to execute.
All right, Coach, thanks a lot. Back to you guys.
All right, Dennis Franchione. Halftime, LSU leading Alabama 14-10. Let's go back to Tim Brando in New York.
All right, Vern, coming up, Spencer Tillman and I will have all of today's scores and highlights. It's been a day of blowout.
Are you tired of the same old LSU and Alabama meeting for the 63rd time? First meeting just a few years ago, 1895. And Alabama really has dominated the series. They've won 42 of the games, but they trail here 14-10. Lane Bearden will kick off. This is a dandy all the way through the end zone. He popped that one.
Lane had some Wheaties in the locker room.
Yes, indeed. Moments ago, Jill Arrington had a chance to chat with Nick Saban.
Coach Saban, how devastating was it for you not be able to answer and capitalize on that last drive?
Well, hey, it'd have been great to capitalize on it, but we didn't. But we just got to keep playing and keep playing for 60 minutes in the game. I think the players are playing hard. I think we're playing with good toughness. I just think we got to eliminate the turnovers and some of the mistakes that we had and score more points. And, you know, the game's going to get decided in the next 2 quarters, so that's the most important thing.
What's the status of Dominic as he came out with that injury? Is he going to get back in? I know he's important to your special team.
Well, I think he's out. I think he's out. He got a knee and an ankle, so I don't think he'll be back.
All right, Coach. Thanks a lot. Back to you.
Thank you, Jill. On first down, Davey completes the ball out to Jarrell Myers in front of Herschel Bolden. That is an 8-yard pickup. And interesting game, 14-0. LSU got off to that great start, but Alabama's hung in there.
Yeah, and the 2 turnovers that Nick mentioned. I mean, that's what's kept Alabama in the ball game. They missed a field goal also, so Alabama right back in the ball game. But I think the key right now is that Alabama's got to find ways to pressure Rohan Davey.
Here's Davey. Cocks and fires. They cannot stop Josh Reed. He's having a huge game, and again, it's in front of Gerald Dixon.
See, the problem, here's the dilemma for Alabama. They don't match up well enough in the secondary to play man-to-man. So that means it's tough to blitz, because if you blitz, that leaves man-to-man coverage. And Gerald Dixon right now is really overmatched with Josh Reed or Michael Clayton. So that means you don't rush many and you try to play zone. And so far, Rohan Davey has been patient enough to throw underneath against the zone.
Josh Reed with 11 catches, make it 12. And again, it was Dixon trying to defend number 4. Well, we talked at the beginning of this broadcast about the weakness of the LSU defensive secondary. In truth, that is not a strong point of Alabama's defense.
And I will have all of today's scores and highlights. It's been a day of blowout.
Are you tired of the same old LSU and Alabama meeting for the 63rd time? First meeting just a few years ago, 1895. And Alabama really has dominated the series. They've won 42 of the games, but they trail here 14-10. Lane Bearden will kick off. This is a dandy all the way through the end zone. He popped that one.
Lane had some Wheaties in the locker room.
Yes, indeed. Moments ago, Jill Arrington had a chance to chat with Nick Saban.
Coach Saban, how devastating was it for you not be able to answer and capitalize on that last drive?
Well, hey, it'd have been great to capitalize on it, but we didn't. But we just got to keep playing and keep playing for 60 minutes in the game. I think the players are playing hard. I think we're playing with good toughness. I just think we got to eliminate the turnovers and some of the mistakes that we had and score more points. And, you know, the game's going to get decided in the next 2 quarters, so that's the most important thing.
What's the status of Dominic as he came out with that injury? Is he going to get back in? I know he's important to your special team.
Well, I think he's out. I think he's out. He got a knee and an ankle, so I don't think he'll be back.
All right, Coach. Thanks a lot. Back to you.
Thank you, Jill. On first down, Davey completes the ball out to Jarrell Myers in front of Herschel Bolden. That is an 8-yard pickup. And interesting game, 14-0. LSU got off to that great start, but Alabama's hung in there.
Yeah, and the 2 turnovers that Nick mentioned. I mean, that's what's kept Alabama in the ball game. They missed a field goal also, so Alabama right back in the ball game. But I think the key right now is that Alabama's got to find ways to pressure Rohan Davey.
Here's Davey. Cocks and fires. They cannot stop Josh Reed. He's having a huge game, and again, it's in front of Gerald Dixon.
See, the problem, here's the dilemma for Alabama. They don't match up well enough in the secondary to play man-to-man. So that means it's tough to blitz, because if you blitz, that leaves man-to-man coverage. And Gerald Dixon right now is really overmatched with Josh Reed or Michael Clayton. So that means you don't rush many and you try to play zone. And so far, Rohan Davey has been patient enough to throw underneath against the zone.
Josh Reed with 11 catches, make it 12. And again, it was Dixon trying to defend number 4. Well, we talked at the beginning of this broadcast about the weakness of the LSU defensive secondary. In truth, that is not a strong point of Alabama's defensive unit either.
No, in the last 2 games, they've given up an average of over 300 yards a game passing. So, you know, you can say you got to stop the run to win football games, but if you give up over 300 passing, it's going to be tough to win as well. And Tennessee and Ole Miss both threw the ball very well against this Alabama defense.
This represents a career high 12 catches for Josh Reed. And out of the backfield, make it 13.
He might catch 20 before we're done. I mean, that's just easy pitch and catch. Again, it's that little bubble screen, and that former running back gets out there, gets a couple blockers. All that is a sweep that you just kind of move out to that part of the field. It's you give the ball to a ball carrier, put a couple blockers in front of him, and let him make a play.
Well, the career school record in a single game held by Wendell Davis of 14. That was 15 years ago in 1986 when LSU played Ole Miss. And Josh Reed closing in on that mark. Corey Webster is on the field, split wide to the right side. Here's Davey, pumps once, goes deep for Webster over Thurman Ward. Catch made. "31-yard gain."
Again, man-to-man coverage. You've got matchup problems. This isn't even one of their top guys, but Thurman Ward, Michael Clayton beat him deep. This time they go after him again with the pump fake. He's trailing. He doesn't know where the ball is, and a beautiful throw by Rohan Davey. Clayton beat him. Now Webster beats him.
Sophomore with his 4th catch of the season. Power eye formation. Tofield comes left. Touchdown, LSU. Fumbled, but after he crossed the plane with the ball.
Boy, what an impressive drive to start the 3rd quarter. Both teams come out of the locker room. The crowd is whipped up after the halftime festivities, and LSU takes the ball and goes right down the field. And Tofield finishing it off with a tough run, getting that ball across the plane. You know, with a guy like Tofield, I mean, those 2-3-yard runs are a lot different than with other guys.
John Corbello's extra point is in. LeBrandon Tofield with his 2nd touchdown of the day, his 12th of the season. LSU up by 11.
Is it 5/16 or 9/32? Does it take a standard socket or metric? What you need is the Gator Grip, the amazing socket that works on over 1,000 nuts, bolts, and fasteners. Watch, no matter what size fastener, nut, bolt, wing nut, square nut, eye bolt, hook, most anything, Gator Grip holds on tight to finish the job quickly and easily. Now hang a plant, work under the hood, fix a motorcycle, even set up a Christmas tree stand. Gator Grip replaces a complete toolbox and fits in your pocket, motorcycle, on your belt, or bike. The secret are these retractable steel rods that form to fit most any size or shape. Then locked in place, just turn and tighten. Look, this man is using a regular socket set. He has to change with every bolt. But this man is using the Gator Grip. There's no fumbling, no searching, no changing. He's done. Gator Grip is strong enough to handle up to 150 foot-pounds of torque, so breaking free a rusted nut is no problem. It can remove recessed, odd-shaped, even damaged and stripped nuts and bolts. Amazing! Ow, that's a pain in your hands. But with the Gator Grip, it's a breeze. Why spend hundreds on all these tools? All you need is the Gator Grip that fits over 1,000 nuts, bolts, and fasteners for only $19.95. But it gets better. You'll also receive this high-speed adapter that connects Gator Grip to your power drills and drivers. Drive in metal bolts with ease, quickly install protective shutters, or put together a bicycle super fast. Yours free. Call right now and we'll include this heavy-duty ratcheting handle. Keep one in the kitchen drawer for repairing a sink or turning a broken water spigot. Together, it's all you need. Yours free. Gator Grip comes with a lifetime replacement warranty. If it ever breaks or fails, we'll replace it free for life.
Call 1-800-839-6688 to order your Gator Grip for just $19.95 or send check or money order to this address. This incredible offer won't last, so call 1-800-839-6688.
Mike Ditka's back with the Bears. Plus catch prime time at noontime. Deion Sanders is on the NFL Today.
Impressive opening third quarter drive by LSU. 6 plays, 80 yards, and it took only 2 minutes and 13 seconds. Reed with 3 more catches, and Rohan Davey is having a sensational day. He's thrown now for 339 yards. Here's the kick taken deep by Anthony Carter. And brings a little life back to the crowd. A flag is down, however, and this will, in large part, cost Alabama.
Well, it just seems like every kick return for Alabama, there's a penalty. And again, the off week, maybe you can attribute a little bit of that to it. But you just can't have that. I mean, you're starting your offense in a hole every time they get the football.
Holding on the receiving team, a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
Reminder that tomorrow at noon Eastern, it's the NFL Today on CBS. Jim and the group. Coach Ditka spends time with his old team.
Job Bears.
As Chicago is a surprising NFC Central leader. And this one I'll tune in for. Deion Sanders going one-on-one live with Redskins owner Daniel Snyder. Wonder who'll be the best dressed in that confrontation. First down and 10. Millens in motion. Watts will throw. Finds Freddie Millens. Little pattern underneath. Out to the 26.
A nice first down play for Alabama, Vern, but I really think that in this second half that Alabama's going to have to try to stretch LSU's defense a little bit with their passing game. We've seen Millens go in motion a couple times. He comes right back underneath. It's a short throw, and then he makes the rest happen. Right now, Alabama, they're completing some passes, but the only long pass was actually thrown by A.C. Carter. So they've got to find a way to throw the ball down the field a little bit more.
Double tight end set, 2 wide receivers, play fake. They come deep right side for Carter. He's one-on-one. And Demetrius Hookfin is back defending. Pass incomplete. Well, Tyler Watts has gone the distance for Alabama. Compare what he's done today with Rohan Davey.
Yeah, and look at that last column, the yards per completion. I mean, Rohan Davey is making big throws down the field, or Josh Reed catching it and making it a big yard. And Tyler Watts, he's throwing the ball pretty well. You see the numbers, but only 89 yards passing and only 8.4 yards per completion. They've got to stretch it out a little bit more and get some bigger chunks of yardage with the pass.
There's a delayed handoff, and it goes to Galloway. Ahmad Galloway, tackled by Brady James, number 11. And let's check in once again with Jill Arrington.
LSU's a little bit banged up. Dominic Davis, they did retape that ankle, and he's going to try to get in the game to return some punts. Defensive tackle Chad Lavallee, he has a bad pulled hamstring. They've iced it down. He's limping around. It doesn't look good for him to get back in the game. Vern.
Okay, Jill, thank you. 3rd and 4, Alabama.
That's a tough loss for LSU. Lavallee has been their best interior lineman this season so far.
Howard Green has taken his spot. There's Watts being flushed out to the right. And he will run. Shakes a tackle. He's got a first down plus. Nice effort. Tyler Watts at the 45-yard line. Ryan Clark with the tackle, but a 21-yard gain.
Yeah, nice job again. A critical 3rd down conversion. And you know Tyler Watts can run the option. He doesn't see what he likes. He's able to reverse field, and then once he gets in the open field, I mean, he's just like a running back. Knows how to set up blocks, sets up a nice block from Sam Collins there, and gets a nice gain on a broken play.
He is the 2nd leading rusher for Alabama. He's picked up 32 yards now for the day, 21 on that last carry. Here's Santonio Beard, and he is met at the line of scrimmage by Brady James, number 11.
You know, LSU coming in really good numbers against the run. 3rd in the conference, only giving up 105 yards a game, and they've done a good job. I mean, early on they had a little problem with the option, but they settled down and they've done a nice job against the running game of Alabama, the best in the conference.
Well, averaging 220 yards per game coming in. 2nd down 9, 21-10. Early third quarter. Here's the option left. Watts backs up, looks deep for his tight end. Settles on a crossing pattern underneath for Carter, who circles out of a tackle and is down to the 22-yard line.
And a great block by Sam Collins. I'll tell you what, we've seen Sam Collins back-to-back plays. One on the scramble by Tyler Watts, and then on this play, the catch by A.C. Carter. A great block on Trev Falk. Here's Carter now. Watch him get the catch. And from the top of your right-hand screen, you're going to see Sam Collins come in. And right there, the big block on Trev Falk gets about 8 more yards on that play.
7 on 7. It's first down at the 21. I formation. Lau is the fullback. Sanders the tight end. They come near side. Watts cuts upfield to the 16-yard line. You don't often get to see a nice open field block by a wide receiver like that.
No, he sizes him up. I mean, Trev Falk, a great player, but had no idea that Collins was there. And you've got to be able to do that in this offense. When you run option and those kind of things, you must have good blocking on the perimeter. And Sam's done that. His last 3 catches have all been for touchdowns. 2 against Tennessee, 1 against Ole Miss. So he's done a little bit of everything to help this offense.
Second down and 5. That's Millings in motion. Play fake. Watts goes left. Almost picked off by Damian James. Whoa.
Dangerous. Dangerous. Late. A late throw by Tyler Watts and a soft throw by Tyler Watts. And this is all the way across the field to Millings. And this ball needs to be thrown right now. Right now. Throw it. It's in the air. It's in the air. And Damian James, who leads the SEC with 5 interceptions, almost had number 6.
3rd and 5, Alabama, trailing by 11. They've got Carter and Collins wide left. Here's Watts out of the backfield for Galloway, and he is met had he made the catch. And it was Ray Hudson, number 27, instead of 29. Hudson, and the pass incomplete. We're going to see the field goal unit coming back on.
Not a good throw by Tyler Watts. I mean, that's a running back, and you want to give him the ball in a position where he doesn't have to worry about the catch. All he has to worry about is making somebody miss and getting the first down. And he had to reach back low for that pass from Tyler Watts.
Neil Thomas, the senior from Clinton, Mississippi. 1 of 1 today. Now this will be 35 yards away.
They do have a fake where they pitch it to one of the wing guys.
He'll kick it. And he knocks it through. But in the exchange, Alabama loses 4. LSU gets a touchdown. The Crimson Tide settles for 3. 21-13 with 8 minutes 49 to go, third quarter.
I believe I can do anything.
I believe in the good stuff, and I know exactly where to get it.
Our everyday prices are so low, we can't name the famous designers.
I believe big guys should have big choices.
We have the latest of everything for big and tall men, too.
I believe in saving money for the really important things.
The same famous labels you'll find right now in other fine department stores, but for a lot less.
I believe in Burlington Coat Factory.
What could be as easy as paying with Speed Pass at Mobil? Paying with Speed Pass at Exxon. To get your free Speed Pass, call now or go to speedpass.com. Exxon and Mobil, we're drivers too. The great thing about paying with Speed Pass is you never have to look for your wallet. To get your free Speed Pass, call now or go to speedpass.com. Exxon and Mobil, we're drivers too.
Why do I rent from Enterprise? For more cargo room, more people room, or more headroom. Enterprise. So easy, it's like having a second car. Or third.
Pick Enterprise. We'll pick you up.
The Home Depot SEC on CBS is sponsored by Exxon and Mobil. Burlington Coat Factory. Samsung, and by Aflac.
Homecoming in Tuscaloosa, Bryant-Denny Stadium filled with better than 83,000 here. Their team trailing LSU 21-13. And Lane Bearden about set to kick off.
And Alabama going with that bunched formation to try to mess up the blocking scheme of the LSU return game.
Josh Reed gathers this one in at the 1 and is knocked down as he gets to the 18-yard line. Homecoming 2001. Here's Jill Arrington with more.
This weekend was homecoming for the University of Alabama. Last night on the quad, adjacent to the famous Denny Chimes, hundreds of Bama alumni, students, and fans came out to enjoy the annual bonfire and pep rally. George Clinton and the P-Funk All-Stars performed for a jubilant crowd. And although sorority houses have been decorated for the spirit of homecoming, PGA Tour and Alabama graduate Jerry Pate served as the Grand Marshal for this morning's homecoming parade.
All right, Jill, thank you. Here's Michael Clayton on the reverse. He scored from 29 yards out last week. George Clinton and the P-Funk Band played on late into the night, I might add.
I tried to turn you on to George.
Well, I was hoping the Kingston Trio would show up. Huh?
Mothership Connection, Aqua Boogie.
The first Alabama homecoming game. Oh, dear. They're 4-0 against LSU on homecoming days. The last time they lost back-to-back homecoming encounters in the mid-50s.
Yep.
Here's Whitworth was the coach. Here's Josh Reed with another catch.
You know, I really don't know what Alabama can do to try to stop this passing game at LSU. If they try to blitz, they can't get to him because the line and toe field are doing a great job. So if you play off, you just can't miss tackles. You keep everything in front of you, and that time Herschel Bolden does a nice job. All you can hope for, I think, is to maybe catch him with a blitz every now and then hope that Rohan Davey gets impatient and tries to force something, but he has not done that at all today.
Corey Webster gives Reed a rest. Here's Tofield up the middle to the 40-yard line. And Salim Rashid, number 11, down to make the tackle. The Bridges Tool Scholar Athlete Award for today's game goes to number 11, Salim Rashid. Bridges Tool's commitment to the investment of our future is shown today by donating $1,000 to the University of Alabama's General Scholarship Fund. Salim Rashid, a junior marketing major with a 3.22 grade point average. Birmingham native's academic resume includes Dean List and all SEC academic team. He is the winner of the 2001 Arthur Ashe Junior Scholar Athlete Award. Into the flat it goes. Reed finally found a way to stop him. Roberto McBride came up and made contact about the time the ball got there.
Well, Rohan Davey went to that well one too many times. The bubble screen, and this time McBride ran right past the block of Michael Clayton. And they've hit him several times with this play, and finally Alabama just jumped on it.
That is a school record 15th reception today. 3rd and 9.
Big play right here, Vern. Big for both teams. Alabama showing only a 3-man rush here.
Yes, they are. Jumped, flags down. Davey with a free play, intercept. Oh, dropped. I don't think it would have mattered, however. I think Cornelius Wortham's drop is going to give way to an offside call.
Now, it won't be a first down, but it'll make it a much different situation. 3rd down and 4 is much different than 3rd down and 9. See what they call here. Take a look now. Watch DiMaggio right here. Here's the movement across. I'm not sure what they're going to call here. There was no contact made by Alabama, so they can get back and get reset. And as a tight end, DiMaggio can move and reset as well.
This is taking a while.
We got an offensive man moving in the backfield. Even though the defensive man was in the neutral zone, he did not cause him to move. We have a 5-yard penalty and put 5 seconds back on the clock.
All right, so instead of 3rd down and 4, we have 3rd down and 14.
It was DiMaggio who moved.
Yeah. And what they're saying is that the outside rusher for Alabama did not force DiMaggio to move, even though it came right across from him. Here it is right here. Here's the movement. That sure looks, well, see, there's the step back.
Right.
The step back with the right foot was after the movement.
3rd and 14. With 6:18 to go in the 3rd. Reed, bottom of your screen.
Yeah. I doubt he'll have single. It looks like single, but I'm sure they'll help.
Reed looks his way. Got it. Chase is on. Fumble. Hit from behind by Wayne Bacon. And recovered in the end zone. Touchback. Wayne Bacon was burned to a crisp. But he jumped out of the skillet and hit it loose from behind.
Yeah. You're exactly right, Vern. Wayne Bacon was the safety responsible for coming over to help the corner. And he took such a poor angle to help. Here's Bacon. Now he's got to come over and help his corner. He takes a bad angle, and Reed runs right by him. But credit Bacon for not giving up on the play. He stays with it, punches the ball out, and once again, Alabama avoids disaster by creating a turnover.
Want to try that triple Lux?
What the heck? I got supplemental insurance.
What's that?
A Lutz?
No, that something insurance.
Even the best insurance doesn't give you cash for things like lost pay and other expenses. This does.
What does?
Aflac. Ask about it at work.
It's amazingly clear. It's multifunctional. High-definition television from Samsung. It's a world of clarity, and everyone's invited. Come to Sears every Saturday to see a live broadcast of college football in high definition.
Thanks to the technology inside, you can take Guinness Draft outside. Introducing Guinness Draft in a bottle.
Get ready for a Survivor first. Every friendship, every alliance will be shattered.
Oh my God.
Don't miss the first 15 minutes of Survivor, CBS Thursday.
(21-13), 6:05 to go 3rd quarter. Wayne Bacon forced the fumble after the 47-yard reception from Josh Reed. 3rd LSU turnover. It remains 21-15. First down at the 20. Watts play fake. Comes right, and his fullback, Donnie Lau, stumbled coming out of the backfield. Let's look again at this play by Wayne Bacon.
Well, it's interesting. We visited with him yesterday, and he's from Maryland, and he said he became an Alabama fan when they played Miami in the Sugar Bowl. How similar does that play look like the play that George Teague made on Lamar Thomas in that Sugar Bowl win over Miami when Alabama won the national championship? And that's a play they show on the video board here before every game here in Tuscaloosa.
2nd down and 10 option. Watts drops back. He's chased. Goes to his left. Looks for a balk. Falk is chasing him. And Tyler Watts gets back to the line of scrimmage before the tackle is made. Tennessee and South Bend today. Let's get more. Here's Tim Brando.
All right, fellas. Casey Clausen does it from 2 yards out to put the game away. And that means Tennessee will be favored, big favorites against Memphis, Kentucky, Vandy before the showdown December 1 in the Swamp against Florida. I believe you fellas will be there.
I think we will, Tim.
Tennessee's getting healthier. They're getting better. Casey Clausen playing like an experienced guy.
3rd and 10. 21-13. Watts out of the gun. He'll run. He's got some room. He's going to have to fight for yardage, and he does, and he's got a 1st and 10.
You know, it's a great individual effort by Tyler Watts, and credit him for getting the 1st down. But I'll tell you what, you have to give some credit to the LSU defense, and particularly the secondary today. They are doing a much better job staying in their coverage and forcing plays like this. Now, Watts is a good runner, and he breaks one tackle and makes the 1st down. But LSU's pass defense, much maligned, has really played pretty well today against Alabama.
1st and 10. Watts now has rushed for 48. He'll keep it to the 37-yard line. Well, it was the LSU loss at Tennessee in which Casey Clausen lit it up with Kelly Washington against this LSU secondary. And they've had problems in other games as well. Josh Reed trying to shake the memory of that fumble after it appeared he was going to score.
Was had such a great game, you know, and it was just a really heads-up hustle play by Wayne Bacon, not quitting on the play after he got beat.
2nd down and 5. That's Collins in motion. Play fake again. They go deep for Collins. He's got a step. He's got the ball. He's got a 1st down at the 22.
I think part of the wisdom of this call by Les Koenig is that when Collins is in, you're thinking more run. You're thinking he's the blocking receiver. He gets isolated on hook spin and a perfect throw down the field by Tyler Watts. They've not been able to throw it down the field much. They finally got one that ate up some chunk of yardage in one play.
A 41-yard gain for Alabama. 1st down at the 22. Backs in the eye. Watts will keep it. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Alabama. They will go for 2 to try for the tie.
Isn't it amazing what one big pass play can do for your psyche, for your confidence? They hit the play to Collins, then the option. Watts wisely turns it up, breaks a tackle by Ryan Clark, and then knows where the end zone is. Nice blocks by Terry Jones Jr. and Dante Ellington, and then downfield, Freddie Millens gets position on hook fin, and that's all Watts needs.
Alabama goes for 2. Santonio Beard, the deep back in the eye. This is Collins in motion. He had the big 41-yard catch. Watts across the middle of the end zone. Carter got it. We're tied at 21.
He was so wide open, Vern, that Tyler almost missed him. He tried to guide this one in there and almost threw it too low. They switched up the formation. They moved people around before the snap, and AC ended up all alone in the middle of the defense and did a nice job getting his hands underneath the football. I mean, what Nick Saban's saying is, how do we let number 2 get that open on that play? Tie ball game in Tuscaloosa.
This holiday season, you can play in the snow or the dirt because Honda's got great deals on all sport and utility ATVs. Choose no down payment and low monthly payments for the first 2 years with a Honda card. Or get no down payment and low 6.9% fixed APR for 24 months with Honda Finance. And we've added bonus bucks for merchandise on select Honda ATVs. Give the gift that's on everyone's wish list, and you can get a present too with great deals on all Honda ATVs.
Remember back in the 1st quarter when she was asleep?
She's got a little power nap, Vern, that's all.
80 yards, 6 plays. It was set up by Wayne Bacon's hammer on Josh Reed. And here's Tyler Watts with the touchdown run of 22.
Excellent job running the option, breaking a tackle. When in doubt, don't pitch it out. Score the touchdown.
Bearden with the kickoff. This will be Reed, and he will drop to a knee. Touchback at the 20. Gosh, you think back about the 3 turnovers.
Yeah.
You had a Kenny King interception in the second quarter, then a Kenny King fumble recovery on a Josh Reed muffed punt, and then Bacon knocking the ball loose on Josh Reed into the end zone.
The 2-point conversion. Antonio Carter wide open in the middle of the defense, and Tyler Watts pulled the string on it a little bit, but Carter able to get underneath it for the 2.
He might have gotten a little help. Brown can't catch the cause a catch. Here's Davey. Robert Royal, the tight end, gain of 1. Well, no, his knee is going to be down at the 19. Sunday on 60 Minutes, whether he was sweet-talking Jackie Kennedy or dealing with matters of state, Lyndon Johnson's private phone calls were all secretly recorded. And guess who has the tapes? 60 Minutes, Sunday on CBS.
Well, what Rohan Davey needs to realize right here, Vern, is that they are still in excellent shape in this game. I mean, the momentum maybe has changed a little bit, but Alabama cannot stop this offense if they protect the football.
Into the flat, Tofield has it, gets by Rashid, and then one more tackler. Adam Cox finally got him, but he picked up 6. And Charles Jones, number 20, was there with a tackle.
I mean, there is a ton of time left. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third quarter. And Alabama has shown no ability to slow down Josh Reed, Michael Clayton, and Rohan Davey. The only thing that has stopped them has been the turnover.
Of which there have been 3. 3rd and 4. Tie game. Reed in the slot to the left. Davey looks his way. They cannot stop Josh Reed. First down, LSU.
Vern, one of the reasons that this team has been so good on third down is LeBrandon Tofield is an excellent blocker in the passing game. I mean, he has done it all day. He sticks his nose in there. He picks up blitzers. And so that is like having an extra offensive lineman. 6 guys blocking, and they've done a great job of giving Rohan Davey time all day to see the field.
These are gaudy numbers for Josh Reed. There is a personal foul on Alabama. Didn't see that one at all. How about these figures for Josh Reed? 17 catches, 237 yards.
We're not even in the fourth quarter yet.
No.
Man, career day for him, career day for Rohan Davey, and again, Alabama really does not have an answer for either one of these guys. If you play off, they throw short. If you get up on top of them, they throw over your head.
On first down 10, it's going to be Gerald Dixon who tries. See if he gets help from Bacon. Now Dixon backs off. Here comes the blitz. Davey quick goes left. Clayton breaks the tackle and then is hauled down by Aries Monroe. Well, LSU 3 turnovers.
Now that one was tipped by Daniels. The fumble punt by Josh Reed. A missed field goal by Corbello right before the half. And then the last turnover. Josh Reed again, he's having a great game, but he's been responsible for 2 turnovers. Plus, they had the holding call that negated a touchdown pass to Josh Reed as well.
1:39 to go, third quarter. 3 wide receivers set up wide right. Into the flat, tipped by Kenny King. Well, they thought that might be a lateral. It is not.
You know, I asked the question early, with Kendall Moorhead out of the ball game, who would pick up the slack for Alabama? I think Kenny King has. He's played some at defensive end today, not just inside at tackle. He's gotten 2 turnovers and a big play right there on first down.
Second down 10. Reed right side. Clayton left. Second and 10. The blitz coming again. Michael Clayton has the catch at the 33-yard line, out of bounds.
See, the problem that Carl Torbush has right now is that Rohan Davey is in complete control of the football game. I mean, he is playing with great poise, and he's just saying, I'm just going to take whatever's there. I'm not going to force the issue. I'm not going to get greedy. And that is really putting Carl Torbush in a bind, because Rohan is not making any mistakes with the football right now.
We've still got 84 seconds to go in the third quarter, and Rohan Davey has thrown for 427 yards.
This is single up top now. Safeties are both in tight.
3rd and 1. Tofield. Just outside the 30-yard line. Sellout crowd, homecoming, first weekend in November, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Bryant-Denny Stadium. LSU jumped on top 14-0 on their first 2 possessions. Alabama scored 10 unanswered before the break. It was 14-10 at the half. LSU extended that to 21-13 in the first possession of the third quarter. And then a big defensive play by Wayne Bacon ultimately resulted in a touchback. And Alabama came back, got a touchdown run from Tyler Watts. The try for 2 successful, and that's where we sit, 21-all. Tofield slips a tackle. Dixon finally gets him down at the 25.
You know what Alabama's going to have to be cautious of right now, very soon, is Rohan Davey's going to go hitch and go, or a pump fake. They've hit a lot of little quick hitches in front of the Alabama defense. And very soon now, I'd expect them to pump that quick throw and throw to the end zone.
2nd down and 5. Michael Clayton wide right, and Reed split left. Davies looking at Clayton all the way, and there was a mix-up on the route. Clayton pulled up short. Davey overthrew him. One of the few mistakes in the passing game today. Well, from overhead, this unique perspective of today's game provided courtesy of the Saturn Light Ship. Saturn's new light ship, proud to bring you these aerial views of Bryant-Denny Stadium and Tuscaloosa from high above. Saturn. Hoping you are enjoying the game and the view. 3rd and 5. Davies' gaudy statistics for the day.
And good numbers for Tyler Watts, too. I mean, both of these quarterbacks have put their teams in a position to win this football game.
Josh Reed got to the line of scrimmage, said, we need a timeout. It has been called by LSU. 12 seconds to go in the third.
The Southeastern Conference, a tradition of excellence. SEC, celebrating 10 years of the conference championship game.
Now let's take a look at our SEC moment presented by Sonic. LSU and Alabama battling each other in Mobile, Alabama on September 27th, 1958. LSU running back Johnny Robinson caught a 10-yard touchdown pass. The Tigers defeated the Crimson Tide 13-3. It was Paul Bear Bryant's first year at Alabama. The Crimson Tide finished that year 5-4-1, and LSU went on to win the national title.
Bear Bryant went on to go 16-4 career against LSU. And the funny story I read this week, Charlie McClendon wanted to try to change the game so they didn't always play it right after the Ole Miss game, and Bear Bryant supposedly said, laughing, I've got you right where I want you.
3rd and 5, 12 seconds to go, third quarter. Tofield alongside Davey. Webster comes into the slot. Here comes the corner blitz. Davey flips it out left side. Caught. Touchdown. Guess who? Unstoppable.
Rohan Davey is so hot right now, Vern. I mean, he saw the blitz. He drifted back a little more to give himself a little more time. And Josh Reed on the crossing route just created enough separation for Davey to get him the football.
25 for 25.
Josh Reed is right here in the slot. He's going to come on the crossing route and just outrun Charles Jones, the safety, who picks him up. And Rohan Davey, again, he backpedaled to give himself a little more time and avoid the rush. He backs up, he lofts it to Reed, and then you see that ability at 205 pounds to break tackles and make big plays.
Think about this. He had one touchdown called back today.
Creating change through a commitment to the total growth and development of the student athlete. Teaching the tools for success in life. Developing individuals with the knowledge to effectively communicate and affect change on campus and in the community. Giving student athletes the opportunity to become passionate, engaged, service-oriented leaders. The NCAA Foundation Leadership Conference, educating future leaders for a lifetime of success.
4 seconds to go, third quarter. Imagine the task confronting this Alabama pass defense in the face of this onslaught from Davey and Josh Reed. 28-21. And Corbello will kick off. Carter and Triandus Luke are the deep men. Taken by Luke. Tackled at the 24-yard line. And Luke limps off. Well, cinch up the seatbelts. Might be some fun coming up in the next 15 minutes. That's the end of 3. 28-21 will return to Tuscaloosa after this message and a word from your local stations.
What do you think of this one?
I think it's nice. Would you care to take a closer look? Thanks.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know. Very sparkly. How about I put some chili on it? Nice.
It's Chili Makes It Better month at Sonic, featuring our extra long coney covered with meaty chili and shredded cheese. Get one now with a large order of tots for just $2.99. And if you just can't get enough chili, try these other chili favorites, like our Fritos chili pie.
Women flock to me because I'm famous, I'm handsome, and you know I have a fabulous tan. Oh, what also seems to turn them on are my high-tech toys. You know, I got this at CompUSA, and then I added the Linksys wireless network so I can stay connected, even out here. I can, you know, read my emails, and check out the news, and of course the weather reports. They love me.
Now buy any Linksys wireless network and get free delivery and installation.
Attorney Nick Fallon once got busted for drugs. Now he'll be tempted to make a tragic mistake. All new Guardian, CBS Tuesday.
Join the stars for the 53rd Emmy Awards, live CBS Sunday.
It's time to do the math. Start with F-150, America's best-selling full-size pickup 24 years running. Add Ranger, America's #1 selling compact pickup for 13 years. Explorer, the compact SUV that's outsold every other since its introduction. The most far-reaching lineup of SUVs on the planet and the year's best deal. And what do you get? 0% financing. This deal equals only one thing. The time to buy is now. Just see your Southern Quality Ford dealer now.
Wow, what a day. 17 sales from your e-commerce website, 4 conference calls turned into contracts. Your directory ad paid for itself. Again. And at every critical moment, E-Tel was here. In the walls, in the wires, in the web servers. Right where you need us most. And when the sun comes up tomorrow, you'll be ready. E-Tel. Wired for business.
The Dodge Durango. It not only hauls almost 4 tons, it's the only SUV with a V8 for around 24 grand.
Oh, great. Stuck behind another one of these.
Now get 0% financing and no payments till 2002 on Dodge Durango.
The Ravens face the Steelers Sunday on Channel 4.
Welcome back to Bryant Denny on the campus of the University of Alabama. 28-21, 1st and 10. Crimson Tide trailing by 7. Freddie Millens with the motion, and here is a fake reverse. Watts looks deep. He had Carter open, but has to tuck it, and he runs for a gain of 6. For just about yay long, A.C. Carter was open. Well, if you like defensive football, this is probably not where you want to stop. No. 501 yards in total offense for LSU already.
Yeah, unbelievable. And Rohan Davey has just been so smart with the football, so accurate. He was focused before the game. He's had a phenomenal football game, and Alabama right in it. I mean, they've been able to do some things. They've got to get going here. Now, this has been their nemesis, the 4th quarter. The only good news for Alabama, they're not starting the 4th quarter with a lead. That's been their problem, protecting a lead in the 4th quarter.
Option right, the block from Lau. Watts tackled as he gets out near the 34-yard line. Tackle is made by Damian James, number 5. Well, in the 4th quarter, in losses this year, they lost big leads against South Carolina and Ole Miss, and then had a 3-point edge over Tennessee in their most recent game. But look at the 3rd down conversion.
I mean, if you had to single out any area, it's converting on 3rd down or making stops on 3rd down. They have not been able to do that so far this year.
And we have 3rd and about a foot needed right here. Power I for Alabama at their own 34-yard line.
Oh,
Watts still has it. He'll run. They have converted. Oh, boy, does he get popped by Brady James.
He got the 1st down, but he got a whole lot more with it. I got to tell you now, LSU has impressed me today. They have not been fooled. Other than the play that Antonio Carter threw the ball, none of the play action, none of the option passing has fooled the LSU defense. They force Tyler Watts to run, and then they make him pay for that decision.
1st down and 10, Alabama at the 37-yard line. Millens in motion. Watts brings it to the weak side. There's the fake pitch, and he tucks it, gets across the 40 to the 42.
Tyler Watts looks tired. I mean, he's getting battered around. He's running and he's scrambling. Again, pretty good job of defending the option. That time it was Damian James who kind of got put in the middle, and Watts did a nice job of not pitching the football.
93 yards rushing to complement the 153 passing, so he has accounted for 246 for Alabama, and they have a 2nd down and 6.
And he is one tough football player. I mean, he is just flat out tough.
Here's the option again. That's Galloway trying to get around Ryan Clark, and he does. 1st down, Alabama, across the 50 to the 48.
Galloway not really known as a guy who can make you miss, but he did a super job of just putting his foot in the ground and hesitating. Now, here's the option coming this way. Watts coming down the line. He's going to pitch it to Galloway. Watch Galloway kind of get the ball right here and watch him just freeze. Just a little stutter step is all it took to freeze Ryan Clark, and then he gets upfield for the 1st down.
Ball spotted now at the 49-yard line. 1st down and 10. Crimson Tide trailing by 7. They fake it to Galloway. Watts hit. Flag down. Jarvis Green got there. Evan Mathis, number 51, back to try and provide the blocking help. But it's going to be a holding call.
And it's going to be on Evan Mathis. I mean, that's what happens. Here's Evan Mathis right here blocking on Jarvis Green, and watch Green just get the good move and then the takedown by Evan Mathis. And those are just so bad for an offensive lineman. You get the holding and the
penalties decline. 2nd down.
Evan Mathis, redshirt freshman from Homewood, Alabama. His uncle Bob Baumhauer is here for homecoming today, the great All-American at Alabama. Loss of 7, 2nd down and 17.
And remember, 3 redshirt freshmen on this offensive line starting, and they're just not quite good enough to just pass protect play after play after play.
Here's Watts on 2nd down, incomplete, intended for McCadley. It'll be 3rd and long. Well, next Saturday afternoon, we're going to Athens, Georgia. Both schools with a bye week. It'll be Georgia against Auburn in Athens. Between the hedges. The longest running rivalry in the SEC. Auburn, Georgia, next Saturday, 3:30 Eastern Time. 3rd and 17. Here's Watts, steps up, lets it go, caught by Carter, but that's short of the first down at the 43-yard line.
Again, good, sound, fundamental defense by LSU. Make them throw the ball underneath and make a sure tackle when you get there, and that's exactly what Brady James did.
And we will see Lane Bearden now coming on 4th down. And Josh Reed, who has muffed one punt today, is on in place of the injured Dominic Davis. He awaits Lane Bearden's punt at the 10-yard line.
This would be a decent situation for a fake, but LSU in a safe punt situation.
Here's Bearden, pops it high, and Josh Reed comes up, calls for the fair catch, bobbles it, but he gets a fortuitous bounce. And now a flag. We have a halo violation?
Yeah, I think we do.
The dreaded halo violation.
Stay away from my halo. And that was not a very effective punt by Lane Bearden.
Violation against the 2-yard belt on the kicking team. A 5-yard penalty. First down.
I mean, if you're Dennis Franchione right now, you're wanting Bearden to help your defense somehow. Pin them back deep. Don't let them have the ball in such good position.
If you have people waiting for you to come home for the holidays, we wouldn't want to slow you up. After all, the best gift we can give each other is time together. But there is one stop you might want to make before you go, your Chrysler, Dodge, or Jeep dealer. Because for a limited time, we're including the security of 7-year or 100,000-mile powertrain protection with every new vehicle, plus 0% financing on select models. So before you head home for the holidays, stop by our place. After all, we'd like to see you too.
You like simple better than complicated. You like quick better than slow. You like easy better than hard. So now pay with SpeedPass at both Exxon and Mobil. It's fast, it's free, and it links to a check card or major credit card you already have. Call toll-free or visit speedpass.com. We're drivers too.
Tonight. Put that gun down. This boy shot 2 classmates. But what's even more shocking
We got a problem.
is where he got the gun.
It's one of ours.
All new District, CBS tonight.
10 minutes, 35 seconds to go in the ball game. 28-21. LSU leads and has the ball. Averaging 4:43 per game, and already 5:01.
On pace to break the record for the best season ever, and taking a great step towards that today.
Tofield with a little dance at the line of scrimmage, and he squirts through for a gain to the 31.
You know, and LSU has only run the ball for 49 yards of those 501. But right now, at this point in the game, is when they need LeBrandon Tofield to step up. The offensive line has done a great job of protecting Rohan Davey, but right now, the burden is on them to open some holes for LeBrandon Tofield. Run the football, chew up some clock, and keep the ball away from Alabama.
And just a reminder, a less than healthy LeBrandon Tofield, high ankle sprain sustained against Mississippi State. He did not play in the second half last week against Ole Miss. He gets the ball here. Looks pretty healthy on that play. First down at the 39-yard line. Dixon and Bacon.
I really like him as a running back. I mean, you know, not only does he run and make plays and gain yardage, but watching him in pass protection, watching him take on blitzing linebackers and protecting his quarterback, he is a complete back.
Nick Saban telling us on Wednesday that he just brings an energy to this offensive unit when he's on the field that for all of their talents the other running backs don't. Backs in the eye on 1st down and 10. Under 10 to go. And they will work on the clock again. This time Dixon comes up to provide the tackle. Well, let's check the SEC West. Auburn with a 4-1 conference record. Ole Miss, Eli Manning, they entertain Arkansas tonight. Then Alabama with 2-3 mark. Arkansas the same. LSU the same. But they're always the chance of a bowl.
Yeah.
And on the sidelines, Andrew Zhao, the senior who started most of last year, but has seen action in only 2 games this season, and significant action in only 1. That was a huge win against UTEP. We were told we might see him today, and he is warming up on the sideline.
Well, we were told we might see him if the right situation came up.
But then we were never told what the right situation would be.
I think this is the right situation.
Do you?
Yeah, I think Alabama, when they get the ball back, if they get a stop here on 3rd and 9, they've got to throw the football.
Andrew Zhao is a senior. He started 7 games a year ago. He and Tyler Watts battled for the starting position. Dennis Franchione made the decision to go with Watts in 2-days because, he said, Watts understands this new offense better than does Andrew Zhao. And Andrew Zhao concurred. He agreed.
Yeah. And he has been a great team guy for Alabama.
3rd and 10. 3 men down. Zone blitz. Davey deep down the middle for Clayton. And Bacon slipped, and Clayton makes the catch.
You're so right, Vern. I mean, Bacon knew it. I mean, he saw the ball was hung up in the air. It was kind of a dangerous throw by Rohan. And Wayne Bacon slipped on his way to the football. Watch Wayne Bacon right here. It's a blitz, but they're dropping into zone. Now watch Bacon. He reads it. He's in great position to make a play on the ball, but he slips, and that enables Clayton to go up high and make the catch. A nice play by the freshman, Michael Clayton, in traffic.
And a gain of 33 on 3rd and 10. A 1st down now at the 27-yard line. And they'll work on they won't work on the clock. Here's Davey. Not sure what that was supposed to be. Brooks Daniels had the rush on Rohan Davey, and he threw it right at the back of Jason Baggett. Offensive tackle.
Well, that's a little bit of a mismatch size. Brooks Daniels 6'2", 201. Rohan Davey 6'3", 250-ish. And that's only the 2nd time today that Rohan Davey has ended up on the ground.
4 wide receiver set on 2nd and 10. Alabama looks like they're going to bring 4. Davey right side. Wow. My gracious. Clayton at the 15-yard line. He's 6'4", and he used all of it.
What a catch. I mean, this is good in the NFL. It looks like he's going to get both feet in. What a catch. What an athlete, this true freshman out of Baton Rouge. He's going to play on the basketball team this winter. Oh, my gosh. Rohan Davey can do no wrong right now.
Well, a 6'4" emulation of Baryshnikov. What a move. What a catch. 1st down at the 15. That's his 7th catch today. Good for 12 yards. Draw play. Tofield inside the 10. Tackled at the 5. Time now for the CBS Sports Line stat of the game. Rohan Davey. What's he accomplished this afternoon? 34 of 43 for just under 500 yards.
And remember, this is on the heels of his poorest game of the season. 9 for 23 at home against Ole Miss, a team that they were expected to beat. He bounces back from that, and he plays super today here on the road.
Reed wide left, 2nd and 1. Tofield touchdown, LSU. 3 touchdowns for LeBrandon Tofield.
You know, the thing you see about Tofield, Vern, is he has excellent balance. You know, he runs low to the ground, and he just keeps moving forward and able to stay off the ground. This offensive line, they needed to run the football now, and he did that. And they give it to the big guy, Tofield.
Extra point from Corbello is up and good. 3 on the ground for LeBrandon Tofield. Dwayne Pierce provided the block that freed him up.
I can't stand looking at that thing.
I think it's cool. It's Suzuki's first sport utility ATV, the all-new Vincent 500 automatic.
You realize that thing's the reason you're here?
Oh, I like it here. It's warm, dry.
Let me tell you, that Vincent's one hard working.
Hey, keep out of it.
You're not the boss of me.
I don't
and you know
believe
what?
you,
I
George,
would
but-
appreciate.
It's got style and a ton of great features.
Will you shut up?
Or you'll do what? Stare him to death?
Very funny.
I know what your problem is. Sometimes you have to hit it long, and sometimes you have to stick it on the green. Seems like you need a different ball for every shot. Yeah, actually, all you need is this.
Top Flight XL 2000. Titanium in the cover for explosive distance and tungsten in the core for amazing soft feel. Top Flight XL 2000. Explosive distance, amazing soft feel. And now, try new Top Flight XL 3000 golf balls. The longest balls just got longer.
Hey, it's Dark Mountain Roast Coffee. Real robust, full-body coffee. Always fresh. As good or better than any coffee house. And it costs less. Dark Mountain Roast Coffee, only at 7-Eleven. Get it while it's hot. It's always hot. Yeah. Oh, thank heaven.
Swordfish. Buy it on video.
Best crackers in the world can do this in 60 minutes.
Get the password.
I in 60 seconds.
To action.
3,
More time, more
2,
time.
1. Not everything ends the way you think it should.
Swordfish. Buy it on video, cassette, and DVD. The Home Depot SEC on CBS is sponsored by 7-Eleven. Top Flight XL 3000. Suzuki. And by Bud Light.
And even 7 to go in the game. John Corbello getting ready to kick off for the LSU Tigers, who are up by 14 with 7 minutes remaining in this one. After Alabama came back to tie it up 21-all, 14 unanswered now for the Tigers. Triandos Luke, nice return out to the 33-yard line. Thursday on Survivor, even as you watched every episode, prepare yourself for a whole new game where the only people more surprised than you will be the survivors themselves. Don't miss an all-new Survivor Thursday on CBS. And a new quarterback on for Alabama. Here is the senior, Andrew Zhao, replacing Tyler Watts. 3 plays in the season opener against LSU. He did throw a touchdown then, and 23 plays against UTEP. And a flag is down on the first down play. Andrew Zhao, who as a freshman in 1998 led this Alabama team back from a 15-6 deficit in Baton Rouge. They won it by 22-16.
Ball start on the offense, a 5-yard penalty, repeat first down.
That's right. He was threw for 284 yards, 3 touchdowns, and was the SEC Offensive Player of the Week that week for his efforts.
Well, they need that kind of spark from him right now. Andrew Zhao, close to all kinds of career records, but has not played significantly this year. And that's the kind of thing that happens all too often. Now let's take you back to these two teams meeting in Baton Rouge on November 7th of '98. LSU up 16-7 after 3 quarters. Andrew Zhao hit running back Sean Alexander for a 21-yard TD to cut it to 16-14 after they recovered the ensuing onside kick. Zhao threw the game-winning TD pass to Quincy Jackson with 38 seconds remaining. Alabama won 22-16, extending their winning streak to 13 against the Tigers in Baton Rouge. 2nd and 15. Zal pitches it back. And that's not going to get things done. That's Galloway on the option. Well, here are his career numbers. He's first in completions and attempts, second in yards, tied for second in touchdown passes. And Dennis Franchione going out of his way to talk with us yesterday about how much of a catalyst Andrew Zal has been in practice and with his demeanor and how he's handled the lack of playing time in this his final season.
Well, and let's face it, this team the last couple years had some real issues with the quarterback.
Is there a flag? There is not a flag on Demetrius Hookvin. And that will arouse the ire of this homecoming crowd.
I tell you, I've been impressed with the LSU pass defense today. Now, granted, this is not one of the best throwing teams in the SEC in Alabama. A lot of contact there. They're the 10th ranked passing team in the conference, but LSU has not given up easy big plays to Alabama. They've made them earn everything today.
Josh Reed on to return the punt. Again, Dominic Davis, the specialist, injured in the first half. This is Bearden's line drive, and Reed will let it bounce. It comes back toward the Alabama end of the field. And so change of possession occurs with 5 minutes and 48 seconds to go in the ball game, and LSU up by 14.
Great night for a swim.
I don't have my bathing suit.
That's okay. Neither do I. Look at the moon. What could possibly make this moment more perfect?
With a great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down. Make it a Bud Light.
This is the Fidelity Investments CBS Sports Desk.
Hello, everybody. I'm Tim Brando. Welcome to the Fidelity Investments CBS Sports Desk. In college football today, Virginia Tech loses a second consecutive game, this time against Pittsburgh. Shante Spencer takes this Grant Knoll pass 68 yards. Virginia Tech's loss really hurts Miami in the BCS. Elsewhere, Tennessee holds serve on the road at Notre Dame, 28-18. Casey Clausen to a healthy Dante Stallworth en route to a 10-point victory against the Irish. Elsewhere, all of the top teams cruised on a blowout Saturday. The major story for Oklahoma, the play of Quentin Griffin. He had 3 touchdowns on the ground, and he received one as well in a non-conference victory against Tulsa. So the Sooners are back. That's all for now from the Fidelity Investments CBS Sports Desk. Now let's get you back to LSU and Alabama.
This has been the Fidelity Investments CBS Sports Desk.
(35-21), 5:48 to go in this one, and Rohan Davey remains at quarterback with a career day, he and Josh Reed, but they will try and keep it on the ground and run out the clock. Now here's Tofield out to the 40-yard line. Well, again, a view from overhead as darkness has descended upon Tuscaloosa. This unique view being provided by the Saturn Light Ship, colored red. Hard to see this late at night, but measuring over 165 feet in length. Newest airship in the world. Saturn hopes you enjoy the game, and these views being brought to you from atop Bryant-Denny Stadium. Second down and 7, 5:13 to go.
Rohan Davey using the clock wisely here, milking it as much as he can.
Tofield for a couple. That'll bring up third down. Well, this is homecoming, as we've said. And the Grand Marshal of the homecoming parade this morning, Jerry Pate. Last fall, significant occasion for Jerry and his daughter Jennifer. They both received their degrees at Alabama. Jerry, of course, winner of the U.S. Open, and an ardent follower of his university. And there's Jerry on the sidelines.
You got to do better. You got to play harder.
First time I ever met him was at Legion Field, Alabama-Auburn, when Bear won his 315th. And by the way, congratulations to Joe Pa. Penn State wins again today. And here's Josh Reed across the 50 and down at 46. Penn State with 3 in a row now.
Yeah, playing pretty well. He found him a young quarterback. Zach Mills playing very well for Joe Paterno. And again, this combination, Davey to Reed, has been unstoppable today. And another third down conversion. That's 5 for 5 third down conversions for LSU in the fourth quarter. We talked about the problems Alabama has had in converting and in stopping people on third down in the fourth quarter. LSU continuing that trend.
8 of 11 third down conversions.
They came in as the best in the conference.
And they'll keep it on the ground again. Tofield to the 42-yard line.
Vern, how strange is this? You know, everybody talks about LSU and playing in Death Valley and the great home field advantage that they have, but they have played better on the road this year. I mean, this is a complete game that they played today. They played prior to this, their best game at Mississippi State a couple weeks ago. And if they go on and win today, it'll put them at 3-1 on the road. They haven't had a winning record on the road since going 4-0 in 1997. So playing better football on the road this year, LSU, than they've played at home.
Time called Alabama. Stopping the clock with 3 minutes and 12 seconds to go in this one. Record-setting day for Josh Reed, Rohan Davey.
What could be as easy as paying with SpeedPass at Mobile? Paying with SpeedPass at Exxon. To get your free SpeedPass, call now or go to speedpass.com. Exxon and Mobile, we're drivers too. The great thing about paying with SpeedPass is you never have to look for your wallet. To get your free SpeedPass, call now or go to speedpass.com. Exxon and Mobile, we're drivers too.
Time now for the Exxon and Mobil scoring recap. LSU scoring the first 2 times they had the ball. And Alabama coming back with a field goal and then a touchdown catch by Terry Jones. It was 14-10 at the half. Opening series third quarter. Tofield for the score. Then a subsequent field goal for Alabama. Tyler Watts from 22. They went for 2 and tied it up at 21 all. But since that point, it has been all LSU. Josh Reed got a touchdown and LeBrandon Tofield. And it's time for the pacifier. Things need to quiet down. Oh, the Crimson Tide losing. And Josh Reed, the junior, who was a running back until this game 2 years ago, for the day, 19 for 273 yards, 1 touchdown. And he is a finalist for the Fred Biletnikoff Award, a semifinalist actually. And here's the list of those. Rashay Caldwell among the group.
How about his last 2 games against Alabama? Last year, 8 catches, 129 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And you saw his numbers today.
LSU today with 595. Here's the quarterback draw. Davey to the 38-yard line. The tackle is made by Brooks Daniels, number 18. And the Alabama Crimson Tide on the cusp of going winless in back-to-back homecoming games for the first time since 1954 and 55.
We're about providing financial solutions for people at growing companies. That's what we do at the Principal Financial Group. These are uncertain times. Everyone's very emotional right now. We understand the best companies are those that care about keeping their best employees. As the nation's 401k leader, we have more plans than anyone. We can help secure the financial future of your employees, which will keep you working together a long, long time. The Principal Financial Group. Call us if we can help.
At the Home Depot, we're driving down the cost of home improvement. With special buys like $8.85 for a 2-pack of these long-lasting fluorescent light bulbs from Commercial Electric. We bought over 1 million so you can get all you need at a great price. Just look for the hammer symbol. It means we've got lower prices. Nailed.
It's Applebee's Honey of a Deal. Honey barbecue riblets, honey grilled chicken, or honey pepper steak. Sweet. Only at Applebee's. Oh, yeah.
Now, while we were away, 4th down and a punting situation for LSU. Donnie Jones lofted this one high. It bounced at the 2. And into the end zone, touchback. So Alabama gets it back, trailing by 14 with 2 minutes to go in this one.
You know, as we take a look at Tyler Watts, another valiant effort. Again, he's a very tough kid. He made a lot of plays, but he just couldn't match Rohan Davey for big plays today.
Andrew Zal, 3-man rush now for LSU, and Zal will run it. Called down from behind at the 29-yard line, 28. Well, they'll spot the ball.
I want to make this point because I think it's worth making. A lot of people looking from the outside at this Alabama team saying, you know, this looks just like last year. They're going to move to 3-5. They went 3-8 in a similar situation last year, but from the outside it may look similar. On the inside, a much different situation. This team is a much more together team, a much more disciplined team. And their record is not bearing that out right now, but just visiting with them and watching them on the practice field, it is a much different situation here in Tuscaloosa.
For the day, and he might be done. What a memorable evening for Rohan Davey. 508 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. 35-21. And here is Zhao on 3rd down. Got it. 1st down after the 37.
You know, we talked in the very beginning of the show how this was a game where both teams were kind of circling the wagons and saying, okay, it's a 4-game season. And for LSU, a great bounce-back win. Such a disappointing loss at home, and people really starting to get on Nick Saban back in Baton Rouge and all throughout the state and questioning, calling this team an underachieving team. And to come back and play the way they did today, outstanding.
Interception. Ryan Clark gets the pick.
This much maligned secondary, I think, has been one of the differences today. Obviously, Rohan Davey and Josh Reed, one of the big differences, but this secondary has played very sound today. They've been in position, they haven't given up big plays, and this time they get the turnover.
2nd interception for Ryan Clark for the season. Oklahoma rolls over Tulsa. Florida just calling some ball plays, 71-13.
They haven't scored 70 for a while, Burns, so we just kept calling plays.
Tennessee with a big win. Stanford, Washington tied 28-all in the 4th quarter. 1st down and 10 here with 1:02 to go in the ball game.
I know West Virginia, they scored 80 today.
Hard to score 80 against air. Alabama uses a timeout. That's their allotment of 3. LSU's going to win it on the road. They're up by 14.
It's Applebee's.
Welcome back to Tuscaloosa, where we have 45 seconds remaining in this one. 35-21. Tyler Watts can do not but look on.
I don't think we got the first team All-SEC red hat today. I think we got.
We need that timeout coordinator to get out there and get in the huddle and stop this thing. Final play has run off. Dennis Franchioni's team will fall to 3-5. Rohan Davey, what an amazing afternoon for Davey and Josh Reed as they collaborate for record-setting days. And Louisiana State wins on the road, 35-21. Last road game of the year for the Tigers. They go to 3-1 on the road in 2001. We have selected co-players of the game, the co-Army players of the game. Rohan Davey, 35-44 for 508 yards, 2 touchdowns, intercepted once, and on the receiving end of more than half of those passes. Josh Reed, 19 catches, 273 yards, an average per catch of 14.4. Let's go down to Jill Arrington, who's with Nick Saban.
Coach Saban, unbelievable bounce-back win for your team to go 5-3. What does it mean?
Well, it means a lot because I think the guys made a tremendous commitment to trying to do something together, and we did it, and we did a great job on offense, and defense played hard, and Alabama's got a good team, but really it was all about playing hard, playing with toughness, and playing together as a team.
And it seemed like your quarterback receivers really got the ball passed around. They were unstoppable.
Well, we did a great job of throwing the ball today, especially in 4 wideouts. We had a lot of guys make a lot of plays. Rowe played great. Josh Reed played fantastic. So I'm just proud of our whole team. This is a great win for our team.
Rohan Davey, you've got a record. 500 passing yards in a game. Never been done at LSU. You were unstoppable out there today.
I think, you know, all the awards and everything, I think should go to my offensive line because they protect me the whole night. The receivers caught the ball all night. It was easy to just throw the guys that were wide open. So it wasn't really like I went out and did anything special. You know, I just did what I was coached to do. And the line played fantastic, and the guys caught well.
Did you feel like you had something to prove after last week coming here?
Definitely. I felt really not so much myself, but our offense, you know, because we are supposed to be a potent offense. And last week we were limited to our lowest output of the season. So, and I didn't play well, so I wanted to come out tonight and just play well as a unit.
Got another record setter over here, somebody you hooked up with a lot. Reed, number of catches and yardage, another record in the SEC. Congratulations on this win, and how'd you get so open out there?
Well, first of all, thank you. Like Rose said, you know, they threw a lot of different defenses at us, but we were just able to make the good routes, and the O-line gave him time to make the throws, and he was able to do that. I don't know how we got so open, but, you know, Coach noticed that from upstairs, and we were just able to get open and make the catches.
Well, you enjoyed this win. Congratulations. Back up to you guys.
Thank you, Jill. Nice job. Congratulations to that duo, Rohan Davey, Josh Reed, something very few of us have ever seen. Our final score, 35-21. LSU comes in and ruins homecoming for the Alabama Crimson Tide. They are alive with a bowl hope. For Jill Arrington, Todd Blackledge, I'm Vern Lundquist saying so long from Tuscaloosa. See you next week from Athens.
Channel 4.
What do you think of this one?
I think it's nice. Would you care to take a closer look? Thanks.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know. Very sparkly. How about I put some chili on it?
Nice. It's Chili Makes It Better month at Sonic, featuring our extra long coney covered with meaty chili and shredded cheese. Get one now with a large order of tots for just $2.99. And if you just can't get enough chili, try our Fritos chili pie for just 99 cents.
Remember, your gift takes on a whole new glow under a Boudreaux's bow. Old Metairie and Mandeville.
Buckle up your chin strap. Catch all the scores and highlights this high school football season. Huddle up for 4th Down Friday on Channel 4.
The bold and the beautiful. As the world turns and Guiding Light will not be seen today due to special programming, but they will return to their regular schedule Monday.
Happy holidays, everybody. I'm Tim Brando, and welcome to the Home Depot SEC on CBS. Today, it's a critical matchup between Arkansas and LSU. The winner of this game stays in contention for the SEC Western Division title. The loser is eliminated from any shot at the SEC championship game. LSU and Auburn controlled their destinies. If either one wins out, they clinch the division title. Arkansas needs a victory today and help next week from LSU in knocking off Auburn. As always, for the Thanksgiving holiday, I'm joined by Spencer Tillman. And Spencer, this year more than any other, it appears that matchups are the catalyst to victory. How a team measures up against its opponent's strength or weakness. Today's may be favorable for LSU.
I'll tell you what, if I'm Nick Saban, Tim, and I'm looking at this matchup today, I'm excited about it because Arkansas does something well in their run game. But guess what? My defense shuts down the run pretty good. Look what we did against Alabama. The thing that Arkansas needs to do in response is to upgrade their passing attack. Right at about 12 completions per game. They need between 15 and 17, Tim, about 150 yards to have a legitimate shot at winning today.
Both teams come in confident, a lot at stake. Arkansas and LSU. Enjoy the game, everybody.
The Home Depot SEC on CBS is sponsored by the Home Depot, the United States Army, Prudential Financial, and by Sonic.
What do you think of this one?
I think it's nice. Would you care to take a closer look? Thanks.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know. Very sparkly. How about I put some chili on it?
Nice. It's Chili Makes It Better month at Sonic, featuring our extra long coney covered with meaty chili and shredded cheese. Get one now with a large order of tots for just $2.99. And if you just can't get enough chili, try these other chili favorites, like our Fritos chili pie.
At the Home Depot, we're driving down the cost of home improvement. Now through December 2nd, you can put zero money down and get zero payments with 0% interest till January of 2003 on any Home Depot consumer credit card purchases totaling $299 or more. Imagine, no money down, no payments, and no interest for over a year. In-store or online, the best gifts come in a bright orange box at the Home Depot.
On the NFL today, Deion Sanders catches up with Jerry Rice. Hot of his 3 touchdown receptions, Rice and the Raiders ready for the New York Giants. Sunday on CBS.
Jack and the Beanstalk, the real story. CBS Sunday, December 2nd.
Careful,